crew, coming at you raw and unrefined. On the ground.
Every fucking night we move location to location. Cops stay searching but they can't catch our operation. Signals bouncing off 10 different buildings in the hood. Mixing frequencies so clean they wish they fucking could. Middle fingers to the mainstream, that shit ain't good. My posse's running cables while I'm watching from the wood. That's the sound when we hit the streets. Underground transmission got your speakers catching heat. Fuck the FCC, we stay off that hip-hop radar. Bet your ass we're going harder, fucking instigator. Lead that the block is fucking shaking. Every single night we're making history in the making.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Clowning on these bitches with the frequency disguise, while they're searching high and staying low and staying wise. Shout out to the weed that keeps the crew's mind right. Broadcasting bangers through the darkness of the night. Ain't no satellite can track a mobile station. Building revolution through sound manipulation. Encrypted channels, yeah, we're running shit proper. SJR crew, bet your ass we're fucking proper. That's the warning when the vans roll through. Quick disconnect, 20 minutes, we move smooth. Underground forever, that's the fucking master plan. Signals bouncing coast to coast across this fucking land.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Insane in the brain, how we dodge detection. Switch frequencies with perfect fucking intersection. My posse's got it down to mathematical precision, while your weak ass station stuck in repetition. That's the sound of revolution. Underground transmission's our only solution. Hip-hop radar can't track what we transmit. SDR crews, the realest fucking count.
Stay off that hip-hop radar. Signals moving like a fucking traitor. We stay off that hip-hop radar. Can't catch us now or catch us later.
Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. Time slip, where the past and future rage.
Pulled up to the tavern in my time machine. Got the whole crew blazed on medieval green. Rasputin in the corner throwing down spells, while jade trees floating higher than church bells. Caitlin got the peasants learning how to twerk. Rose got kings and queens all doing dirty work. Ancient wisdom mixed with modern day insane. SJR crew about to make history change.
Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm slip, where the past and future rage.
Mick blowing smoke signals cross the castle walls. Uncle Patriot teaching knights how to brawl. Big Kahuna got the round table turned up. KD and Jorge got the mead cups. Hard Coast crashed the party with that future tech. Rude Knot got jesters breaking their neck. We ain't leaving till the whole place lit. Medieval times ain't ready for this shit.
Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. Time slip, where the past and future
future rage. Past to future, future to past. SJR crew making history last. Time traveling rebels on a medieval high, taking over castles as we pass by. Got these monks up in the monastery twisted. Every scroll they writing got our names listed, making medieval moments turn psychotic. Crew so sick they thought we were demonic, taking over kingdoms one by one, teaching ancient people how to have some fun. History books won't tell it like we do. Dark ages get lit with the SJR crew. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage.
Time travel about to get medieval.
Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm slick where the past and future rage. Pulled up to the tavern in my time machine. Got the whole crew blazed on medieval green. Rasputin in the corner throwing down spells, while jade trees floating higher than church bells. Caitlin got the peasants learning how to twerk. Rose got kings and queens all doing dirty work. Ancient wisdom mixed with modern day insane. SJR crew about to make history change. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm slim where the past and future rage. Mick blowing smoke signals cross the castle walls. Uncle Patriot teaching knights how to brawl. Big Kahuna got the round table turned up. KD and Jorge got the mead cups. Hard Coast crashed the party with that future tech. Room Knock got jesters breaking their neck. We ain't leaving till the whole place lit. Medieval times ain't ready for this shit. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'm flip where the past and future rage. Past to future, future to past. SJR crew making history last. Time traveling rebels on a medieval high, taking over castles as we pass by. Up in the monastery, every scroll they writing got our names listed, making medieval moments turn psychotic. Crew so sick they thought we were demonic, taking over kingdoms one by one, teaching ancient people how to have some fun. History books won't tell it like we do. Dark ages get lit with the SJR crew. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage. Welcome to the dark ages. Welcome to the dark ages. Let's ride. Welcome to the dark ages. I'll slip where the past and future rage.
driving in my lane. You acting funny like it's some kind of game. I see you been riding around with no beats. Hip-hop radar underground will get your game on flick. Meet some dope artists or take in the show. Kick back, relax, and let your brain blow. We got album reviews and artist interviews. This is on point and we're taking the cues. Stories from a troubled past or stories from greatness that will last. We got all you need and that's no cap. We got the wicked speed and even boom bap. Boom bap. Hip-hop radar underground. The place to be when it goes down. SJR crew. Hip-hop radar underground. SJR crew. The place to be when it goes down. Now time for round two. We got the beats in place and they're just for you. Rocking all night with the SJR crew. Kick back with the smoke or enjoy a brew. No hate here, it's all love. Like that one dude with the glove. Whether you rap, rock, sing, or freestyle, this channel will make it worth your while. Hip-hop radar underground. The place to be when it goes down. SJR crew. Hip-hop radar underground. The place to be when it goes down. SJR crew.
Yo, SGR crew, welcome back to Hip Hop Radar Underground. I am Sack Juggalo, and today we got a major VIP on the deck. Moccasin Creek, about to be worldwide known. Right now, he's smothering the South with y'all, man. How you doing, Moccasin? How you doing, bro?
What's up? Man, just another day in paradise. Been cutting grass all day, you know.
Hey,
That's what it is.
You mentioned that it's your parents' 51st wedding anniversary today, so congratulations to that.
Yeah,
that
man.
is a major feat, bro.
It's wild. It's a testament to it. That's just not done anymore these days. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Like, yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, and they're both in better shape than I am, which is crazy. My dad still plays golf 5 days a week. Mom's active. And, you know, it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing, man. Yeah, shout out to the parents, man, out there. Shout out to the chat. Thank you for everybody coming through and checking this out. And people who may not know Moccasin Creek can definitely find his link tree in the description below. All the links, all the streaming platforms, IG, and all that good stuff is in there. And to everybody who don't know me, thank you for coming through and supporting Moccasin Creek, man. It's a big help that you guys are able to come through on your time off and give a bit of support to this man. Independent musicians and actors, they really need this support because there's no Sony coming through and just handing out checks. So
Nah. Hey, and y'all didn't make sure y'all subscribing to this too, because like I didn't even know that you had to have so many subs now to monetize a YouTube channel. So it's like,
yeah,
all you guys that do so much for us independent artists, it's like, man, we need to get y'all's numbers up too, so y'all can eat off of what y'all are as implemental in getting the word out as we are. So hats off, and really appreciative on this end as well.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, we're definitely symbiotic. Like, we need each other because the radio don't want to fucking play you guys, was beyond my fucking brain capacity. Who wouldn't want to put good music on the fucking radio? Let's just put this stupid shit that makes everybody think they're in a party all the time.
I hadn't listened to a radio station in probably close to 5 years. For real.
Yeah,
I may if I'm in a rental or something like that, and they got XM or Sirius, I'll throw it on the LL Rock the Bell station. Or Hip Hop XL, and that's really about it.
Yeah. See, I don't even like. I'll throw it on the classic. It's like the '90s R&B and hip hop station. You still with us? Oh, I think he. Oh, hold on. Yep. Hold on. He'll be back. Must have pushed the wrong button. That's okay. We'll get him right. We'll get him right back. How are we doing out there, Caitlin? Big hugs. Come here. Thank you for the dono. Oh, wait a second. That was Neve. Neve gets hugs too. Come on, both of you ladies. Come here. Big hugs. Big salute. Neve, thank you for that dono. I appreciate you, girl. And I hope everybody's having a great Sunday. We're gonna be wrapping this one up with some bars. All right, Mike. So I know you probably just hit the wrong button or something. No worries, brother. And just give you guys a quick update, man. We do a lot of stuff here on Hip Hop Radar Underground. Tuesdays we run a conscious music show called High Frequency Lounge. We
My,
just started that, and
my
then
bad.
hey, no worries, brother, no worries.
I forgot to put it on airplane mode, and SMG Jimmy just called me. I was
Oh,
like,
that
come on.
it was a phone call. Yeah, you sideways now though.
Oh, my fault. I'm gonna lift this back up.
There he is.
Yeah. All right, we're getting set. All right,
Yeah.
my bad.
And then we do on every Wednesday we do a freestyle show where you guys, the audience, come up on Zoom and I play a bunch of beats and we just freestyle for fun. So
Right.
you guys ever want to come through and hang out, you're more than welcome to. The door is always open. Yeah, and a big shout out to 5 Star Tobacco and Gifts for the sponsorship of Hip Hop Radar Underground and all its shows. Thank you so much, Spectre, Sam. You guys are the bee's knees. Big salute. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Sure.
Yeah. So now we got the man of the hour right here, Moccasin Creek, man. So won't you tell us a little bit about where you come from and maybe how you got it into starting music?
Man, to sum it up, grew up in Northeast Florida, little small cattle paper mill town, and got into music in my 30s on that accident on a drunken karaoke night. Just led to this shit, and 17, 18 years later, here we are. I mean, grew up sports junkie, played all the sports, did that whole thing, did the college thing with whatnot, and yeah, this was never in the cards. It's still surreal to me. You know what I mean? Like I'm learning each week, every day, every time I do a new track. It's like I'm still learning, so it's kind of cool.
Hell yeah, man. And that's the thing I like to say is like every fucking day, bro, that we are on this earth, we will learn something new.
Oh, for sure.
If you have your mind open, you know what I'm saying, and you're willing to learn, you will learn something new every single day. I'm almost 50 and I learn something new every single day.
Yeah, I'll be almost 50, even closer to that in about 3 weeks. So
Oh
yeah,
shit! Oh shit! You
yeah,
was
man.
September, baby. My mom was born
Yeah.
September, and I was born October.
23rd,
Okay.
23rd.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah. I think my mom's is the 24th. That is crazy.
we got like five. We got like five McCool birthdays in September. It's
Oh
crazy.
shit! Hell
Yeah.
yeah. You gotta have some good party times around
Uh,
that month right
I'm
there.
about too old for all that. No.
Well, you know, partying for me is just sitting back smoking a joint, right?
Right.
Listening to some good music now. Back in the day, man, we were jumping over creeks and drinking beers and fucking doing all kinds of shit with 4-wheelers and all kinds of dumb
Yeah.
shit.
I've been down in the creek weed eating all day today.
Yes, sir. So now you got the beautification of your property, man. What's one of the best things you love about your property? The isolation, the seclusion?
Oh, 1,000% just the seclusion of being out here. We touched on it for a second. Like I'm real big advocate on mental health and shit, and I've been through a lot of stuff, and man, it's like I truly firmly believe I didn't have any intentions of being in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky. I didn't know this area. I still don't know the area. I know like 3 people here, and I've been here 2 years now. I think God put me here to find myself. And then the first 6 months I was here, it's tough when you you got a whole bunch of acreage and it's just you, and you get out on that tractor, that mower, you're out there, you're all day long. You got to live with yourself. And there's a lot of shit inside, especially the life I live, that you got to come to grips with. And after about 6 or 7 months, I started, forgiving myself for a lot of things that I had done, and that I'd been holding on to for no reason, a bunch of shit.
That's important, too.
Yeah, it was really good for me. And I'm a big advocate. I talk about it on here once a month. No more than that. Once a month, I'll have a shroom day just to reset. I'll just sit out there and like get back to the roots of earth. It's crazy. So yeah, I've gotten to the point to where the seclusion is my favorite aspect of everything. I mean, I tell people all the time the best part about it is I'm 25 minutes from a Walmart. The worst part about it is I'm 25 minutes from a Walmart because you forget something, you ain't going back for 3 or 4 days. It's
Facts.
that's old Skeet. You ain't lying. I feel like Forrest Gump. I'm out here cutting grass all day, every day. But now it gives me something to do, man. And then I go phases. Like a lot of my buddies, they mess with me because they're like, "Damn, dog, you sent me like 16 songs this week." I won't walk into my studio room for 3 or 4 weeks, and then when I go in, I just get in mode and knock out everything I can. I spend so much time out there and thoughts and whatnot, and I just go in and just start knocking shit out. And I think that's the easiest way to stay fresh is to not try to do too much all the time. You know what I mean? Like
Right, a little bit every day goes a long
yeah,
way.
yeah, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure. So it's been a wild ass journey. I can tell you that for sure.
man, that's what's up, man. So, when
Tone, what up?
so when Moccasin Creek was tooling around the house as a little kid, his parents had got the radio on. What's some of the tunes that you were bopping around to?
That was what was wild. Is like my dad was just a I was born a month after Elvis died. So
Mm.
my dad was a giant Elvis junkie back then. And then literally a few weeks before I was born, Skinner had their crash, right?
Plane crash, yeah.
And I never even knew the significance of this until I was probably 18, 19 years old. My sister and I, our babysitter, was in the crash with Skinner.
Oh wow.
They lived across the street from us. They grew up. They're from the area we grew up in, about 30 miles from us. Leslie Donnelly Anderson. Yeah, she's on all the documentaries. Always speaks about it. It was crazy stuff, and it's just weird. Always had this like tie into music and never knew it. But um, I grew up. The parents and the grandparents, they're traditional country stuff, a little bit of rock, the whole Elvis thing, whatnot. And then around, God, I guess I was probably 7 or 8, and I remember McDonald's and their Happy Meals, they used to put a little 45 record in them.
Uh huh.
Uh, and I remember going, I was probably 7 or 8 years old and got a 45, and it was two-sided. And on one side, it was Prince's Purple Rain, and on the flip side, it was a Fat Boys track. And
Ooh.
I ended up, remember going and getting a Fat Boys album on vinyl. That was one of my first records. And then LL just came out of nowhere with radio. And I was hooked on hip hop as a fan. But I grew up in Florida, so it was like we only got to hear what was on the radio. And back then, hip hop wasn't getting a whole lot of radio.
Right.
But at the same time, I tell this to people too, which is unique how this has all come full circle because so many genres of music have kind of melded together now over the years. But if you really think back, like when we were coming up, Casey Kasem's top 40, you tune into that on Saturday morning, the top 5 songs may be 5 different genres. It
Yep.
might be a country song, it might be a rock song, then
Yep.
southern rock. And so it's cool to see it navigate back around. But growing up in Florida, man, it was all that Uncle Luke bass music, that dirty shit, the 95 South loop there. Like Florida
Yeah.
was not known for any hip hop at all. The
Two
South
Live
was
Crew.
right, and so we all had the 2 Live Crew cassette tape that we kept in between our box spring and mattress, so our
Oh yeah.
daddies would whoop our ass,
Yeah.
that type thing. But man, I'll be honest with you, when I really got into like listening to lyrics and things that hit me and like music was in college and in the football weight room. It's like you got 80 dudes in there from 80 different backgrounds of life. Everybody's going to want to control the radio, and you
Yeah.
can't make everybody happy. So the mixed playlist back then, I mean, you might hear Pantera's Walk, and then you might turn around and hear a Jeezy track, and then you might turn around and hear Phil Collins. Like it didn't, it was like, oh, this is crazy. Music's that diverse, and then it just, I never, like I said, I never really had a passion for it by any means, and I never knew how much I was really affected by it
Right.
until I got older, and we've had some really unique tie-ins in the music world. So it's been crazy. It's been a cool journey.
That's what's up, man. And these are the conversations that I love having with people. Getting to know, the dude behind the music or the lady behind the music, because I think those bonds grow stronger, especially with live audiences and people are allowed to ask you questions, and
Yeah.
just kind of get to know the person you are. You'll never break those bonds unless you be like, hey, guess what? You could all eat my dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, and why
Also
would you
too
do
loud
that?
shit.
Right? Yeah. So it really is important to have these conversations. So thank you for sharing all that stuff with us,
Nah,
man.
for sure, man. Yeah. So it was crazy. The first concert I ever went to was at a county fair. Willie Nelson played, and then I was probably like 12 or 13, and then at 14, my older cousin took me up to the Jacksonville Coliseum. he snuck me into a Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew concert at KRS-One, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm a hip hop head.
That
Like
would have been fucking
that was
phenomenal.
it was wild. Yeah, it was wild. I mean, just I think Biz was actually on that card too, which was crazy. And I didn't, you know, I was a kid. I didn't understand the relevance of any of that. And then when I got off to college, Cincinnati's got a big amphitheater there called Riverbend, and I mean, just giant. You know, it's a nice place. And man, they'd always have free concerts for the campus and school. I mean, they would have concerts that we could get into for free for being ball players and whatnot. Man, we saw everybody from Prince. I saw Prince twice, which was wild because I'm a giant Prince fan.
I had
So I
that
saw
Prince 45 too, but I got it. Yeah, but it was all purple.
Purple, yeah, the purple rain. Yeah, it was. It was. Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
thing.
that
Was
shit
purple.
was hard.
I actually wasn't here.
He still got it. Oh yeah, he still got the poster. Let's go, man.
Oh yeah. Right next to ODB. That's wild. See,
Yes.
that's my musical taste. And it's sublime. And shit's crazy.
That's the beautiful thing about it, right? Because you can love all the music, right?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, we got to see. That's when I really started getting into like, oh man, this is dope. Like I could go watch Prince on a Friday night and turn around on Saturday and see like Molly Hatchet or something. Why? Like it was just, and I enjoyed myself everywhere because it was like. I think, and I've said this before, I think I relate all the musical aspect to the whole football thing in the sense that being a quarterback, you got 11 people, you got 10 other people in the huddle, and they're from 10 other aspects of life, 10 other completely different demographics, geographically different, but when you're there, you got to be on the same page to be successful, no matter what to win. And I think I started seeing that with music. I was like, damn, if you just really, that's why I was never a beat guy. It was, man, if you can relate to the lyrics, I don't give a damn if Sinead O'Connor or Scarface is singing that bitch. You know what I mean? It's like,
exactly.
if it moves you or you relate to it, it does job. So I think that's what's been. I'll be honest with you. I think that's one thing that hurt me personally, and I think it does that to some other artists too. Is when you're getting started and you don't stay completely the same throughout your career, like. I don't ever want to get stale, and I like to try new things and do stuff. So if you're flopping around too much, especially in the early days, you're doing rock, you're doing rap, you're doing country, you know, you got fans that they don't know what he doesn't know what he is, or what do they want to do? Bro, it's just whatever inspires it. Music doesn't have a genre really anymore. And I was like a huge advocate for years saying, this dude ain't country enough to be a country rapper. Or this, and then I had to step back, and I was like, wait a minute. I remember hip hop turning into rap, and rap turning into crunk music, and crunk music turning into I was like, it's always evolving. It's the same thing that happened in this lane we're in now. So being able to understand that and respect where it got to, and having been like a part of the foundation of this whole thing, it's cool enough for me, you know.
Yeah. And it's a full-time job being a gatekeeper too. So
Bruh.
it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you work my time. Like
This whole thing's a full-time job. Like I get buddies and shit mess with me all the time. Man, you got the life, dog. You're traveling. You get. I'm like, bitch, we don't get to see shit.
yeah, I ain't flying private jets and shit, bro.
That's right. It's like last weekend I flew into Florida for a weekend for some shows, and I delayed flight. You can't control travel. Delayed flights. I get in at like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. I got a 11:30 in the morning sound check. And then it's like, dang, you got to try to catch a nap before the show. But what people don't realize is the build up, the first 10, 12, 15 years, man.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, man, you're literally, if you're doing it properly with the promotion and the reels and the videos, this, that, and other, it's like you can't count the number of hours we put in a week with the road and everything else you're doing, blah, blah. It's like, granted, I'm happy to not be working a 55 again, but at the same time, y'all, hey, I had to tell them, y'all understand this shit, it's work, especially when, like, we, in the beginning, we were shooting all our own videos, doing all the edit, and you're sitting there in YouTube tutorials for hours on end trying to learn how to work Sony Vegas. Like, it's been cool, but it's been rewarding because we did all that shit on our own. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
And the payoff is much sweeter, and I've said this for years now, is that when, you know, GMC or fucking Ford wants to call you for that new commercial they need your song, they're going to pay you that fucking check instead of
yo,
some other
yo.
motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I've always wanted for the independent market, because fuck the corporations, fuck them telling you what to listen to, how you got to feature, what material you need to sing about. You know what I'm saying? Because you put out what is in your heart, whether it's a flex track or something meaningful. It's what you wanted to write about, and that's what
Yeah.
we as fans want to hear. You know?
That's the thing. I like. I just got to a point where I don't feel like I've got 3 that are finished and they'll be releasing here soon. But I don't want to put out any more projects.
Right.
Like I want everything to be completely raw and authentic at that time. Like that's what was on my mind that day. Let's cut this track, boom, put it out. It may be a spoken word ass serious. This is how I feel about life track. It might be a club crunk 90s Lil Jon sounding shit. I don't know. It just depends on that day, you know. And that's why I think it's tough for a lot of people when they're putting projects together. You know, there's, you know, back in the day, like an album would have a theme throughout, would tell a story from track 1 to the end. You know, and that's a lost art now. And you know, I'll go back and look at my shit, and I'm like, wait a minute, I got 12 tracks on this album. 3 are country rap, 3 are just corny, 3 are gimmicks, and 3 are hip hop. Like if somebody were to come on board and try to be a fan, they're just gonna select the 1 or 2 and move on. You know, so it's like
let me give you a consumer's perspective real quick, okay? Because one of my favorite artists, his name is Abi the Nomad, and when you hit play on one of his tracks, you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get. You might get some 70s funk, you might get a rap song, you might get him singing some shit. You don't know. And that's part of the greatness of it, is because all of it's fucking dope.
Yeah. No, I feel you. That's why I'm really excited about a couple of these new joints that are coming out. It's so completely left field from anything I've ever done, and it's funny, man, because Simple Man, Hard Target, my whole Trailer Made crew, all my brothers over there, like that's the coolest thing about the Adam, Calhoun, all right, the ones that they respect me enough that I'll flood them with music, and I'll text back, that ain't the one, dog. I'm like, all right, cool. Because if not, I would put everything out. Like a lot of people do, they just put shit out. Like
but
to have people in your corner, right?
Yeah.
To have people in your corner and say, but friend, so that track I sent you a little while ago, I sent it to Simple Man last night. He called me like almost immediately. He's like, "Bro, what the fuck?" I was like, "I don't know, dog. It just happened." He's like, "This shit's gonna blow." I was like, "I hope so," because it's just so left field. It's so different. And I've been, you know, I follow a lot of the old hip hop head pages. Like I was watching a thing Rakim put up the other day about how he was like, "Man, it's time for all these old heads to start rapping again because we don't have shit to listen to."
Yeah.
You know?
Because someone put out a new one not too, I think it was last year, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, and Sticky Fingers, he's still rapping, you know?
Yeah.
And it's cool to see these dudes because we're old.
Oh,
So-
LL's still killing it. Boy, that whole, man, hey, so
Exactly.
slept on. He's so slept on.
So
LL's
how
my
am I gonna
favorite.
relate to these kids talking about whatever, you know, they're talking about, especially in the slangs that they're talking about?
Well, they're not talking about, that's the thing. They're not
They
talking
don't-
about shit.
Right, we have lived experiences, right? So
Right.
older rappers are talking about lived experiences now, just about hanging on the street or going to this party or fucking this chick, you know? Like,
That's what's it's so different how they grew up or how they're growing up. I had somebody ask me this week. Honestly, I just think about one particular night, one particular week, one particular party, whatever the fuck went down.
Yeah.
They don't have that to relate to. About, you know, it's like Roblox and damn Minecraft. Like,
yeah.
it's like go out, be in the street, be a kid, go hoop, ride your bike, you know, create stories. It's like they don't have. I can't speak for all of them, but it seems like the majority of the younger cats just don't have life experience anymore because I mean I'm guilty of it too. These phones, these computers we walk around with. I mean, it's a double-edged sword because it's paid well and it's paid my bills for years. But I also think it's been the sole. It's been the most instrumental divide in our planet's history is this fucking phone and social media. You know, so it's like
being able to have some discipline and take everything in moderation type thing comes into play. You know, like during the week, I turn my fucking notifications off. I just turn them off, and on Friday I turn them back on, and I go back to work, you know, on my YouTube shit and IG.
Oh, Domo just what up, Domo? He just said Big L's got a new album coming out soon. See, that was another one. Like man, I always respect. It was weird. I might have mentioned this. So I grew up like a big fan of West Coast beats. Mm-hmm. Like I always liked the sound of West Coast beats and some of the Southern shit. I was a big Ghetto Boys fan, big Face fan. Still am a big Scarface fan. But Big L, Nas, everybody in Wu-Tang, like I didn't like any of the beats really, but just lyrically they were just on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
And then it was like all of a sudden, I remember it being my freshman year in college when ATLians dropped, and everybody was like, damn, Andre 3000 is so underappreciated hip-hop wise, lyrically, punchlines, doubles, the whole nine. It's just like, but it's cool to see where, you know, nowadays anybody can jump on any sort of from anywhere with any rapper from either side, because it has like all melded into a big crock pot, and it's basically whatever the vibe is. If you dig it, you dig it.
That's it, man. And to put any person or, you know, people into boxes, I think we have a lot of more open-mindedness nowadays too. You know, to where we're able to be like, oh yeah, I like that, and I like that as well. You know, and it's okay to do that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I was gonna say we got a lot of open-mindedness with music, but a lot of the world's pretty close-minded on a lot of shit.
Well,
right
you're
now.
Absolutely right. But we got to take baby steps. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. Listen, man, I just know that if the shit ever goes down, I'm pretty good out here. I got water sources and I'm good to go.
And see,
I can sustain.
I'm gonna be that next motherfucker who does have a compound out in the middle of fucking nowhere, big
That's
ass
the way to
fence
go.
around it. Got me a couple of auto turrets. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's it.
Underground fallout shelter, the whole night. I want all that.
That's it.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I think every person should have that.
Yeah, you just never know, man. And when I'm getting old too, I don't know.
Exactly. Because I ain't up for fighting no more. I just said,
I
just be like, hey, I got this thing right here. It wants to talk to you.
Bro, I had a 45 pulled on me in Florida the other day. This was crazy as shit. So. Yeah, no, it's my fault, and I respect dude for being chill. So, like I said, I didn't fly in till like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. It was terrible. I finally got my Uber, and I get to the Airbnb. My phone had died on the plane because we sat on the runway for 4 hours, and I charged up just enough at the airport to get an Uber. And I got the only Uber in Florida that didn't have a charger in his car. I'm like, bro, but he had the address, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And so he pulls up to the house, and I'm like, nah, it's one house up, because I saw my partner, Bottleneck, I saw his truck and my DJ's van. I was like, it's the next house. He's like, nah, it's just, whatever, man. I'm half asleep. I get out with my luggage and shit. I walk straight up on the porch of this house, open the doors wide open. I sat down on the couch, opened up my suitcase, and dude just walked around the corner, click, click. Fuck you doing in my house? I said, listen, man. I ain't gonna lie, I was scared, but I was like, listen. I said, I respect you for waiting, because if you'd have walked in my house in Kentucky, I'd have already shot me. No questions asked. I said, you can tell I ain't. But, you know, here I am reaching into a suitcase. I don't know what he's thinking, you know, whatever. But he was getting up early for work. He was like, nah, your Airbnb's next door. He's like, blah, 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 this, that, and the other. So I went and caught a couple hours sleep, did sound check, came back, and I gave that man a gift certificate to Buffalo Wild Wings and a six pack. And I was like, hey, I appreciate you not ending me, because, I mean, I wouldn't have hesitated. You know,
it was just a simple mistake.
Yeah, it was. I was just.
But you're absolutely right. I mean, you're not really rifling through his shit. You know.
No.
So he's kind of.
But still, I mean, at 4 o'clock in the morning, somebody in 6'4", 300 pounds just walks up in your house.
Yeah, you're not a little dude.
Yeah, it's like it'll startle somebody. You know
absolutely,
what I mean?
Absolutely. So shout out to that man for not ending you.
Oh shit! And then when I walked next door, when I walked next door and got into our Airbnb, of course they was all asleep. I opened up the first bedroom and I saw a bottleneck. He was dead asleep. I said, "Motherfucker." park in front of the right house next time. Well, he's like, what are you
Real,
talking
dog.
about? I said, I'll tell you in the morning. Wow,
I bet your homie ain't leaving his door unlocked anymore.
No, wait, that was the thing. It was. I asked him that later when I went over there. He said, "No," he said, "I just opened the door up to let my dog." He was heading to work at 5 o'clock, and I was like, "I was like, my bad, bro."
Talk about timing, dude. That's fucking
Bro,
wild.
that's the second time, and that's the second time this year I've been in a situation like that. I got caught up in the middle of a 57 shell crossfire shootout in Shreveport, Louisiana, recording a music video. It was wild,
Wait a
man.
minute. I think I heard about it. Was that a studio?
Yeah, it was outside the casino, but we were in town recording and shooting videos and shit, and it was yeah. I'm too old for all that bullshit anymore.
I ain't trying to run and duck and none of that shit. That was a long time ago.
Oh yeah, I don't need to. Yeah, no, I already been through all that. I lived those days. I'm over all that. That's why I tell people now I'm too old to fight, but I can shoot on beat. Shit.
Exactly.
We're good to go.
Ain't no cap, bro.
Yeah, Tony, you ain't lying. I got that.
Because I grew up right outside of Memphis, so you know.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's. I was over there weekend before last in Dyer, right above Jackson, right outside of Memphis, recording with Mike Sons. You should check him out. He's gonna. Y'all can mark my words. Everybody in this chat, mark my words. Mike's gonna blow up in the next year.
Hell yeah! If you get a second, send me something on Instagram. I'll throw him on the list, and we'll get to know him.
Yeah, he's super dope. He's super dope. You might have saw it. We did a track. We got a video out. It's called "Cigarettes and Monte Carlos," and it was on the last album. It's one of those, man. It's crazy. He's one of those voice don't match the face type dudes, and that shit's always makes it even more. Cause he's bigger than me. He's like 6'5", 280, big old corn-fed country motherfucker from West Tennessee. Yeah. But he sounds like Do or Die, Poe Pimp, KC, and JoJo Met Skinner. It's the weirdest shit. Yeah, like it's like just this R&B.
And he's got the melodies too.
Bro,
man.
I'm telling you, dog. It's hey, listen. This is one of the times I'm trying to stay on the young man's good side because he's gonna blow, and I need to keep writing some hooks for the young fella because I just got a feeling about that kid, man. Because of the uniqueness more than anything. It's just a dope sound. So,
hell yeah, that's
wow.
Well, we got 20 people in here. I've got your YouTube page pulled up. I do have it to where you can hear the audio through Zoom. So,
yeah, you good?
Okay. Who wants to hear a song? And let's take a request from the chat, shall we? We got plenty of Moccasin Creek fans in here right now. So, who wants to hear what? First one in the chat, that's what we're going to listen to.
Look, I'm putting in my request.
Oh, shit. Hey, there it is right there. There it is right there, the first one.
Hey, here's a funny thing about this. So I'd met Mike one time, and we had never worked together yet. We did this track, and I went out to West Tennessee to shoot the video, and I said, listen, man, I said, I don't really know how to say this, but you got to be seated or flanked in the background in every scene because I got to be the big dude in my videos. Like, this motherfucker's big. He's a big ass. He's a big boy, man. A big boy. But, yeah, I went out there last week. We cut 10 tracks, man, and we got a dope project coming out. I'm excited about it a lot. Really excited. Yeah.
You guys make sure you're following the socials so you know when those drops. I gotta take it off the 1080.
I hear Domo Salute because that's one of my favorite joints. That Rock the Bells, yeah. Hey, baby.
Links in the description. Make sure you're tapping in. Let's go.
When they talk about them old barrels, they don't know I was traveling way before they mapped it in. Cigarettes and Monte Carlo. Yeah, we were living that fast life way before the fast. When they talk about them old barrels, they don't know I was traveling way before they mapped it in. Cigarettes and Monte Carlo. Yeah, we were living that fast life life, way before the fast life.
Before that fast life shit, I was living a fast life, and so much time has gone by, it's like a past life. Bad nights, nah, there were far and few between. 95 and my 85 Monte Carlo, bitch was clean. Cigarettes and window tint, living like kings, smoke rings on dusty roads, American dream. Getting high with my team, running hot with high beams, and on the top you heard the siren. They didn't find me, I was running from the coppers, hit that wood line and split quick, without a chopper, cause we had fists, 2 lips and talk shit. We lived that Mach 3 fast life, bitch, you barely quick. Don't talk to me about fast living, I was running like a hot kettle top from 2 cops, drunk on Thanksgiving. Took a leap off in the creek, shit. They couldn't stop us, I disappeared like old teeth and left the streets like Jimmy Hoffa.
When they talk about them old barrels, they don't know I was traveling way before they mapped it in. Cigarettes in Monte Carlo. Yeah, we were living that fast life way before the fast. When they talk about them old barrels, they don't know I was traveling way before they mapped it in. Cigarettes in Monte Carlo. Yeah, we were living that fast life way before the fast life. They telling me to turn around, but I can't do it this time. They telling me to hold it down, but I did that the whole time. Now they all on some paper, now they all on my line, hitting my phone, can I get a favor? Like, I see you ballin' now, can I hold some? Really, that's crazy, cause I was the one that was holding it down. I was the one on the road in the cold when the car came through and nobody was around. I picked them up, I showed them love, I taught them all of the ropes. I was the one, still I'm the one, so when you speak on me, no. I will always be around, and it's all love, I will not change up. My heart's built for that pain, that's how I got it out the mud. When they talk about them old barrels, they don't know I was traveling way before they mapped it in. Cigarettes in Monte Carlo. Yeah, we were living that fast life way before the fast life. Talk about them old barrels, they don't know I was traveling way before they mapped it in. Cigarettes in Monte Carlo. Yeah, we were living that fast life way before the fast life.
That is a phenomenal song, man. I haven't heard one thing I don't like from you yet.
No, all you got to do is dig deep. Dig deep, you'll find plenty that you don't like.
Nah, I doubt it. I have a very, very wide palette for music, and everything's just produced beautifully. It seems like you got a video for every song.
Shit, I wish, man. That's how that's what's different about the game now. It's like, man, if you don't have a visual to go with it, you just don't get the love you used to. You know what I mean?
It's tough. It's very tough, and
for sure.
And what's some of the hardest parts of this music industry have you had to gone through to conquer? Trust, yeah.
Yeah, I got about 5 dudes in this business that I trust with everything, anything. Not that I don't like a whole lot of other people, but
sure.
You know, you send a track to somebody, next thing you know, 2-3 weeks later, man, I heard that track you sent to so and so. I'm like, I ain't sending them shit no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nah, honestly, learning. Like I said, I didn't start music till I was 31, so I had to. It was a ramped up learning curve. I knew nothing about anything. Also, you know, we came from a time where there wasn't any streaming. You had to have a guy. If you were independent, you had to have a guy that could even get your shit on iTunes, you know, to get your stuff uploaded and whatnot. So just trying to jump into something that you were completely unfamiliar with and then learn that and apply it the best way you could.
Was the business side harder than the music side?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not saying it's like any area. Well, the music side to me is pretty easy. The business side, yeah, I can't ever figure it out. I mean, you know, it's like the whole post on Facebook, You might get a 3,000-4,000 views. Post the next day, it might reach 12 people. Like you don't know. I don't understand all the algorithm stuff. I'm at that age where I'm just not really concerned with it. I just want to do music and do what makes me happy, and go from there. So yeah, definitely the business side of things is by far the the most difficult. Yeah, that's definitely. I can't get my tripod to tighten up. But anyway,
Got to rub
yeah,
it on its legs real gently, tighten up
yeah.
real
I'm
quick.
telling you, I'm telling you,
Telling you.
trying.
How we doing out there, man? I hope everybody in the chat is doing well on this fine Sunday evening. We are chilling, and we got Moccasin Creek in the building. His link is in the description below. Now, Moccasin, you've
Yes,
done
sir.
very well for yourself.
Come on,
I'm extremely happy for you.
I appreciate it.
What's the
I'm very grateful. It took me a long time to be grateful for all this because, like I said, man, you go into something that you have no expectations out of, and it's something that you never had any experience in. It hits differently. Like, when you work your ass off all your life to play ball at an elite level or some shit like that, that's what you were targeted to do. And so when you get there, the reward's different. It took me a long time to feel rewarded from this, if that makes sense, because again, I went into it with a business mind. Come on, Izzy, let's go inside. I went into it with a business mind and went from there. And then as I got older and started getting more into it, I really developed a passion for it, So and wanted to learn more and things of that nature. So it's been a pretty unique journey, to say the least. I can get my mud inside real quick. Come on, baby.
No worries, man. Let me ask you a question about your writing process, man. What is it like to sit down with Moccasin Creek and write a song, man? Is it? Some people tell me, I wrote that in 20 minutes, or something, 2 months or a year or whatever. What's it like sitting down with Moccasin Creek?
It changed immensely about 7 years ago when I met Hard Target. And let's see, to explain it the easiest way is, up until then, I was still a notebook, pad, and pen guy,
Yeah.
And then I started realizing, if you're writing, if I'm rapping or trying to be clever and shit, I might take a little more time to focus on doubles and punchlines and wordplay and whatnot. But if it's like a passionate song, it's something I'm serious about. He taught me this. I know a lot of people do it now. I'll sit right here. Just literally right here, play the beat, whatever's on my mind, what I want to say, I'll punch in a couple lines, play it back. All right, next 2 lines. You don't want to overthink that stuff when it's serious, when you're in the moment, So I'll punch it in, get finished with the verse, then I'll type it up, delete it, then I'll record it with passion. It's like my weakness, and I've always known this, not being able to sing sucks for hook purposes. And I think that's what was always the toughest thing for me, was writing hooks, because I can't sing. I don't know if I'm legit tone deaf, but I didn't know anything about music. So I didn't know harmonies, melodies. I didn't know keys, notes, any of that shit. So it's like, yeah, man. The whole crew, it doesn't take long when you're in the groove. There may be a hang up here and there where you're like, man, no, that's a little too corny, and that's been said too many times. Other than that, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's not. That's not the hard part. The hard part. Remember too, man. And I ain't knocking anybody, but our fan base started off mostly country, southern, not hip hop historians like us. So if you go too bar heavy and shit, you're just wasting stuff in your song, because a lot of people aren't gonna relate to, some of the doubles and some of the wordplay. It's just but when you're rapping, you can do that because you're trying to target a different audience. But when you're storytelling, and I've always said I'm an emotional writer. I'm a a for instance writer. Like for instance, this shit like that Monte Carlo song. Like that entire verse was about one night we were running from the cops in the woods when we were about 22 years old, and it's like I'll take that night and let me just write about that one particular evening. Yeah, and it makes it. I think it makes it easier for the old. Like I said, going back to earlier, we live such wild shit. We got so much to write about, you know. So
that's a fact. And then I was going to ask you what happens when you get writer's block, but you have a lot of material to pull from. So,
Spector's made a good point there. The hardest part of writing lyrics is the topic and keeping the lyrics relevant. That's true, right, man. Because unfortunately, in the world of music listeners, everything has to be current. And current topics, current slang, current this, that, and other. You ain't
writing about beepers no more.
Right. and one thing that I stopped doing a while back, I try not to listen to a whole lot of music from friends in our lane until, like, once the video's out and that it's moving, you share it, this, that, and other. Because it's not that... I worded that poorly. We listen and we're familiar with it. It's funny because me and all my Trigger Mate buddies and shit, like, me and Simple Man were talking about that last night. You know that one song we did together when you said this and that? Yeah, what was the name of that? We don't remember because we listen to we do so much shit. Like, you don't remember the names, all this stuff, whatnot. And it just kind of all blends together at some point. But at the same time, if you don't listen to everybody in your per se genre, and that's what's neat about everything starting to expand now. Back when it was just all real country, rappy, it's like, man, subject matter. It's the same shit. It's just said a different way. So you didn't want to listen too much and be influenced by, oh, damn, so-and-so just dropped a track and they got 700,000 right out the gate in 3 months. What were they talking about? Like, you don't want to get influenced by that shit, and it's not a negative thing. It's just you want to stay true to what you're trying to do. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's a trip. It's a unique business. I can say that. Unique.
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you were going to do another genre of music, let's say you couldn't do hip hop, what would be the genre of music that you would make?
It would be real.
Let's say you could sing or whatever you want to do.
Well, I don't want to say if I could because I know I can't and I won't. But I can tell you that it would be a combination of all of DMX's prayer preacher type stuff on Johnny Cash's storytelling level. Because I love the storytelling. I love and Johnny Cash couldn't sing. He made it work. You know
he absolutely did for generations.
Yes, I think it would be an extremely different combination. People that they would, because some of my favorite shit from X was all of his all of his Preacher Damien and all those tracks, like where he was battling with himself and this, that, and other, and then you got Cash with songs as clever as A Boy Named Sue. Like this is in the 60s and 70s. Like just and I take pride in that whole storytelling lane. And I know, and all my buddies tell me this all the time. That's your wheelhouse. That's your bread. But I understand that. But again, I don't want every song to be some sad shit about some sad days I was going through. It's like, I'm open about it and I talk about it, but at the same time, like, I don't want every track to be some spoken word, make you feel. And I just wrote a banger today on that topic. Me and Mike's sons did. Granddaddy's ghost riding shotgun. Shit like that. But yeah, man, I think it'd be a unique combo. It would be a unique combo if I could to be whatever I wanted to in the music lane.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. What's the one venue you always wanted to play?
What's crazy? It's probably the Machine Shop in Flint. And what's nuts about it is that we've been booked. I mean, we've been offered to play there several times, and it was always like never matched up with our touring schedule at the time. I will say I played Alrosa Villa before it closed down where Dimebag got shot, and that was
fuck.
Dude, that's a weird feeling. You know, it's like
Yeah, because the legend got gunned down in there. That's crazy.
right, yeah, right where you're standing, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it's crazy. Obviously, I mean, my shit would have never flown there, but like you know, the Viper Room, CBGB, shit like that was. I mean, you know, I've gotten to play the Exit Inn in Nashville, which is dope. You know, that's one of the older ones too. But yeah, I don't know if I had a the Garden.
There
You
you
know,
go.
it's like
There it is.
if, you know, something like that. Yeah.
Sydney Opera House.
I've been lucky, man. I've opened for Skinner on the Full Throttle main stage at Sturgis. You know, I've done shit like
amazing.
that, and you know, so we've been really blessed.
So you
I mean,
got
we,
to meet Jekyll and shit.
dude, everybody, yeah,
That's
it's
fire.
crazy. It's
That's
crazy.
fire. Jekyll.
I mean, we've been really blessed, man. We've had 5 cruises. You know, we've fucking
I see
played
that cruise.
several countries, and it's been really, it's like I said.
That's fire.
It just took a while to be extremely grateful for it because the athlete in me took over like 7 or 8 years in, and I started getting competitive. And I was like, why am I competing like this? It's stupid. And I had to step back and reassess and make some changes in my life to understand the importance of all this stuff. And now that I'm there, and I'm in one of the best headspaces I've been in since I was a teenager. So I think that's why I'm doing so much now,
That's what's up.
and enjoying it. So. Hey, get out! I can hear my dog and something. Get out of there, quick! You're a badass. She's a devil. So yeah, it's just been fun. You know, anytime it wasn't fun, it was all on me. I was going through shit, like didn't understand. Like we grew so fast in 2012 to 2014. We were really doing numbers. We were doing, you know, 35, 45 shows a year. We were touring heavy. We were doing this, that, and the other. And my weight had gotten way out of hand and this, that, and the other. And I just like, I had a real issue with imposter syndrome. It started hitting me like, I don't deserve this shit. I got buddies that have been doing music all their life. They're back home playing for $50 and a pizza slice at the end of the night. This is bullshit. That, you know, they got this talent and I'm out here making this money. And it just, and then finally, you know, it was like, wait a minute. They could have gotten, you know, into something else. They could have built a lane or an avenue, and then it was like, wait a minute, I should be proud of this. And it took almost 15 years to get to that point. So I think the
like
athlete,
survivor's guilt.
yeah, it was, yeah, and I think the athlete in me really fucked me up for a while,
Yeah.
because I made it competitive.
It's like a
and,
natural defense for you.
Yeah, and I like to fight, so it was always causing problems and shit. Then I had to grow up, you know, a bunch of stuff. It was just a bunch of dumb shit, and I tried to self-sabotage several times because I was too weak as a person to just quit and walk away. This is messed up, you know. Like so, but then at the same time, like when you get 12, 15, 16 years in, you're like, wait a minute, I've been doing this long enough that I can be proud of it now.
And it's one thing to be, you know, nothing one day and everything the next, and that's not the case with a lot of people, especially independent artists. It takes a very long time, and it's complicated, and it takes a lot of man hours or woman hours to get to where you
Or
want.
man woman hours these days.
Facts. Exactly. To get where you need to go. So
You know, riding 5 people deep in a single cab Z71 and a rented U-Haul trailer, all piled up into one hotel room, driving 500-600 miles to split $250 5 ways. You know, it was like a lot of people don't have to do that shit anymore.
yeah.
And it's cool to have had a part in that. You know what I mean?
Because you got to see a lot of things that a lot of people don't see. Like, I was a traveling salesman for a while, so I got to see a lot of things, you know, and it was cool to see a lot of the country that you normally wouldn't see unless you do some shit like that.
For sure. And I try to tell people that too. It's like the travel aspect in music, until we got later in our career and we understood how to space things out. You didn't get to, I mean, yeah, you were traveling, but you didn't get to.
It wasn't like you were being catered to at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
you didn't get to enjoy it. It's like, you know, hey, we're in Virginia Beach tonight, but tomorrow we got a 7-hour drive down to Charlotte, North Carolina. So you're not getting to do shit. You know, it's just it just whatever. It was just it took a lot of adjusting. But once we got older and I scaled back on the band and got out of the big, the big tour bus and all that shit. And we went to the Sprinter vans and started being more sensible for our body's sake and getting older. It's like, hey, we'll use Wednesday and Thursdays as drive days. We'll just play Friday and Saturday next week. And then Thursday, Friday. So we would take a couple of days. We go hit a state park. We go hit Niagara Falls. We started like enjoying some of the stuff. Last year or year before last, we did the West Coast. Got up and went and saw the big trees and all that good shit.
Trees are humongous, right?
It's absurd, man. I've spent some time out in Northwest Washington, so I get it, but it's still impressive every time you go, especially when you're from the South, in the East Coast. It's like, that shit's absurd. But then again, y'all didn't grow up having to check your pool to make sure there were no moccasins or alligators in that bitch growing up. Right. So, it's like there's so many differences on both sides. But
and here's the thing, like, I kind of got the both of it, right? Because till about 11 years old, I was in a place called Millington, right outside of Memphis. And you were absolutely right. Cottonmouths, water moccasins, them motherfuckers run rampant. And I don't know how many of them I took out.
Everywhere. Yeah, I stepped on one a couple of days ago down at my creek, and I was like, what? But yeah, no, first, Skeet, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the compliment. And Paul, so I don't know if you've seen the video yet, the checking account video, the backstory of that character. So Target and Gotti called me the night before, and they were like, hey, we'll pick you up in the morning. We got this storyboard idea. We want you to play the homeless bum outside of the bar and outside of the liquor store before you do your character. And I was like, all right, bet. I can play a homeless dude. Shit, I've been there several times in life. And I was like, so they pull up to my crib to pick me up, and I was literally laying in the front yard rolling in the dirt. They go, what the fuck you doing? I had a whole nasty hoodie on. I was out there getting it all dirty and all shit, just rolled up to the liquor store. That's how it started, Paul. Like, I didn't have any idea what I was doing in the video, and they told me, and I showed up like that, and they were just like, man, they were laughing. And that was a good time. That was a fun ass video too. And everything that happened in that video was legit. We spilled all the beer, blew it all up. At the end of the video, Dirty actually did check out a customer at the cash register because we were. it was a wild day, but yeah. That was a fun video.
That's amazing. And what's the funnest parts about making music videos?
Man, the music videos are always pretty fun to me. The only things that suck about them is like when you're doing one in July in Florida and it's 1,057 degrees, shit like that. Putting them together, I've always enjoyed that part of it. I like writing the storyboards, hiring the people to do things. It's like the video we spoke about a little bit prior. Putting that stuff together is cool, I don't mind the video aspect of it. I think it's because I'm kind of really still enamored with the watching Gotti or Brad when he shoots 95% of my videos, but watching whoever's shooting and then seeing the final product, it's just like, it's really dope to see how it comes together because you're there, you're directing, you're saying this, that, how's that shot look? You'll see a clip and like, all right, cool, and then watching them piece it together and get it back, it's always been that's been cool to me. I like that side of the art.
Hell yeah, that's what's up. Because it leads into my next question: do you have, especially with the doing the acting as the homeless person and doing all your own videos, do you have any aspirations of doing any film?
Well, it's funny you said that. So to explain real briefly, Bottleneck, he's an independent country rapper. He and I started a group called Double Wide back in 2009, and we started the whole, rappers used to have the mixtapes in the trunk of their cars. Well, we weren't hood rappers, so we were talking about all this country shit, and we started taking CDs and peddling them at outdoor events, mud bogs, county fairs, the whole redneck thing, blah, 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 and kind of blew that shit up, and we all kind of went in our different directions, but me and Jackie have been friends for 20 years, and I mean, super, 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 like one of my best friends, and he never could tour, and I get it. When I started this, like I said, I was 31. I was selling flooring in St. Augustine, Florida. I had a condo. I had 2 Hooters chicks living with me. Everything that a 31-year-old would want,
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna chase this music shit. It's getting kind of real, and I see this avenue and Bottleneck. He had 3 young kids at the time, had a union job, and I get it. Like he couldn't just pack up and just chase it, because if it doesn't happen, getting that job back was almost impossible. Right. I didn't have shit to lose, so I legitimately called my attorney. And I said, hey, you know, it's sad when you actually had an attorney at that age because of shit. I said, listen, man, how long does it take to hang up a foreclosure in court? He said, what are you talking about? You got good credit and good. I said, hey. I said, I'm about to quit everything and I'm going to go chase this music shit. And they all thought I was crazy. And he's like, well, it'll take about 12, 13 months. I can hang it up and file bankruptcy and the whole nine. I was like, perfect. So I had the 2 Brandies just send me rent money every month. And that's what I lived off of for the first year I was in Tennessee. I literally lived in Smo's shed out back. And
shit.
I told those girls, I said, listen, here's the deal. Y'all getting a great deal on a waterfront condo in St. Augustine, Florida. But one day when you come home from work, there's going to be a lock on the door, and you ain't going to be able to get in that bitch.
Just a heads up.
Yeah, just a heads up. And they stayed for 6 or 7 months. And I did, man. I filed bankruptcy. I kept my truck. That was the only thing I didn't take off. And then I said, I'm going to chase it. And I was like, just went after it. And so fast forward 16, 17 years later, Bottleneck calls me back around, I don't know, February. He's like, hey, man, kids are gone. He never really toured. He's like, let's put this double wide shit together again and go back out and start hitting these mud bogs and have fun with it again. Because it got to a real stressful point for me. And I was like, we can do that. I'm not traveling with a 5-piece band now and a driver and a roadie and a merch person and a management, and 9, 10 people. It's like, hey, it's me, him, and a dope-ass DJ and a wild-ass, crazy, cool, fun mashup old hip hop, country, rock set, and we've really had a lot of fun with it. So we're gonna do it again in the spring and summer, and it's. But the Moccasin Creek, as a Moccasin Creek, like, not brand, because I work too hard to have a brand. You know, it's like, as I do music, it'll always be Jeff McCool of Moccasin Creek. But I'm not. There'll never be another Moccasin Creek project. It's just the sound left off on my own.
Hell yeah. Because, I mean, like, I think Hobson, at the end of one of Hobson's tracks, what was it? I think it was, I forgot which one it was, but he's talking about change, you know. Everything changes for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And that means the people around you, the way you do things, even the way you may conduct yourself, this will all change over time, and it will change many times. And if you don't allow the change, you will be forced to recess.
Right,
you know
right.
What I'm saying? So,
my favorite Hobson song ever was the one where he just clowned on the current state of when he pulled up, and I think it was like a Ferrari or some shit. I can't remember. He just pulls up and he's like,
he had like 45 cups.
Yeah, he's like, all you need these days is just a dope beat, and I'm gonna show you. And he just mumbled. It was the most terrible shit ever, and it was viral AF.
Facts.
He's extremely talented as well, man. Yeah. It's super slept on, but I thought that shit was hilarious. He just mocked everybody and it blew up.
That's the great thing about Hobson. He could be funny or he could be extremely serious.
Yeah.
Everything in between.
Yeah. What's the Dax is a lot of on that avenue too. He's doing a lot more of the serious, like, political shit now, but he used to be the same way as far as an independent guy. But speaking of independent, one of my favorite independent dudes, well, I guess he's not really independent because, shit, I forgot who is. Anyways, out your way, Big B. You know Big B?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he's been out there. He's done a whole lot of shit, like Cottonmouth Kings and.
No KMK, yeah.
Yeah, you look up Big B. He's super, super dope. He's been around for a long time.
Okay.
And we've done some work together. He's one of my favorite West Coast artists. He's just got a real Sublime meets House of Pain type style.
Oh,
like,
fuck yeah.
Singy but dope rap. And
hell yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool shit. So
Big B. Fuck, I'm gonna write this down.
the artist formerly known as Moccasin Creek. Yeah, that's me, Amanda.
Yeah.
Shit.
So, the whole state of the country hip hop type thing, it has flourished, and I've been doing this channel for almost 7 years. One of my first reactions, well, my very first reaction was a Hobson song.
Right.
Then very soon after, church fans started coming in and asking me to react to church, and I was like, what's this? You know? And I was thinking, how fucking clever is this, dude? Like, this is what the dudes in the sticks need, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
Something to
yeah,
vibe to at the bonfire, right?
yeah,
Something
yeah.
to kick out at the fucking swamp, something fucking at the mud pits, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to have everything that we listen to, you know, all the classic rock and shit and the rock and roll, Metallica and all that shit, and Led Zeppelin be playing. Let's get some of that new shit. How is it that you guys got to that place to where you're like, you know what, we can do this, dude, and it makes sense. It makes a lot of fucking sense.
I think it was 2009. Me and Bottleneck went to a studio in Gainesville, and we had that idea from the jump. It's like we wanted to sound like Skinner's rapping, as blasphemous as that sounds to Southern rock fans. You know what I'm saying? So we literally would, and this is back in the day, like there wasn't no beat stars, there wasn't this and that. You had to go to the studio and have somebody like produce a beat in front of you, and we legit would just try to make a hard ass hip hop beat that we like, that we could rap to, and we just bring somebody in to lace it with guitars. That was it. I mean, that was how simple the method was. It really was.
So a live guitarist in studio, just
and
gracing a drum track, basically.
basically is all it was. And then it got to the point to where, you know, we were doing it, and then I mean, I gotta give the credit. I mean, I gotta give credit to, you know, the Up Churches and the Moonshine Bandits and the Lax, and then obviously Adam's taking it to another level now too, and Hard Target, Simple. All these, everybody is still like, it became 6-7 years ago when they started doing wild numbers that producers everywhere were starting to add that to the repertoire. Yeah. Period. You know, it's like, and then you'll hear a lot of you'll hear a lot of hip hop now with guitars in it, and you didn't hear that shit in the '90s at all.
No, a little bit in the '80s with you know, some of the rock rap, you know, like.
Oh yeah, there may be a new cover coming out that we just got licensed that has a whole lot of guitars from. I'll let you take a guess. See, we had real big success recutting "I Love Rock and Roll" about 8-9 years ago, and doing it the right way, getting the actual license and all that bullshit. And me and Bottleneck about to redo "Walk This Way," and it's pretty dope. Yeah,
Come on,
that's
man.
the shit we grew up on. Yeah, it was like,
bro.
To me, that was really the first time it really mashed.
That'll be beautiful too, cause he can sing like
rock and hip hop. Yeah, he's singing the hook and he kills it.
You know that shit gonna be fire.
Yeah. Actually, Damian Starkey from Puddle of Mud, he's gonna sing the hook for us. But
holy shit, fuck yeah.
He produced our last double wide project. He's super good dude too, man. Yeah, cool motherfucker, man. Super dope dude. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. It's crazy now. Like, you just hear so much guitar. It was, you know, if I'm not mistaken, like Sticky and Onyx and them, they started using some heavy guitars, and of course
use a
Cypress
little riff
Hill
in their stuff.
Yeah, Cypress Hill always had guitar work and shit, you know. So it's been around.
It would be
just
peppered
never really
in though.
Right. It wasn't like the basis of the track.
Right.
You know?
No, that's
shit now is really guitar heavy, especially like on the acoustic tracks and stuff. You know, I mean, the slower personal tracks with the acoustic work, it really stands out.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do enjoy a good electric guitar. It has to be right though.
Yeah, for sure.
It can't stick out. Like you got a nice old boom bap beat, and then every once in a while you got a nice riff playing in the background. Cool.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it gets overdone though, or it's placed in the wrong spots. You know, I like the fact that the country hip hop basically acts as a lead, because in a lot of hip hop the drums are lead. You know,
right.
Or the bass guitar.
Especially.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's almost like My Name Is Mud, dude. You know what I'm saying? Leading with the bass out there, doing something different. I like that shit. Fuck yeah. Primus, that's who it is.
It's all just come full circle, man. It's I mean, look at all the collabs you got right now from just wild sides of the earth as far as music goes. You know, country artists, hip hop artists, and rock rap, and this, that, and the other. And it's been. I've never been a big Jay-Z fan ever. But that 5-song project he did with Linkin Park was one of the dopest things I'd ever heard.
I agree. He also did that one with Fred Durst too.
Yeah,
no,
the
it's
one,
him and
yeah.
Method Man, right?
Yeah, Durst, Fred did
was
that one with Lil Wayne a few years ago that was fire.
Oh, did he? I ain't seen that.
Oh, bro, yeah.
I'll check that out.
Yeah, 50 million records sold. Still, I am the fucking man. Yeah, that shit was so dope. Yeah, that was a.
I just seen Fred Durst there was a drone at one of his shows. And he was like, "Come here." He was like fingering it towards him, and it got real close, and he hit it with the microphone and crashed it. Everybody was like, "Yeah."
Now Bottleneck's real tight with him too. They grew up in Jack's Beach, up in that area and whatnot. And it's weird, man. Like I said, like we didn't know we had any, like, looking back, these musical tie-ins were before any of us were in music. It was sport related or where we lived. It's just been strange. I mean, it's just been fucking weird.
Well, you know, it ain't coincidences. This is the way it was set up, so it's playing out beautifully. And I couldn't be more happy. Chill Rock's in the house. What's up,
Chill
Chill
Rock
Rock?
in the house. That's my dog.
Kahuna here. And Kahuna wanted me to ask you a question of what your reaction was when she was getting ready to get married to the Undertaker. Like like dating him and shit. Like that kind of would have been pretty. Like we would have the Undertaker at Thanksgiving dinner. That's fire.
Nah, I'll tell you the exact. I've told this story and it's exact, dude. So my sister, she was married to my one of my best childhood friends for a long. I mean, they were together for a long time, whatever. And they split. I'm like, I'll be there in a minute. And that's my little sister, you know.
Right.
So
gotta check, make sure everything's good.
I show up to the house and I come in the side door, which was their kitchen, and she was in the kitchen and she says, "Mark, my brother's here."
And then the Undertaker music came on.
He walks around the corner, and I said, "Ma, that's the fucking Undertaker." I mean, just like that. And I was like, because I had no clue. She was keeping it quiet, obviously. And he's like, "What's up, man, Mark? You know, nice to meet you. Heard a lot about you." And I was like, "Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you just like I tell anybody else ever dated my sister. You gonna just be good to her, dog, because I don't really know what I can do to you. You know what I'm saying?"
Bullets, I'm sure, don't even hurt you.
and sent one of the nicest. One of the nicest humans on earth too. So it's
That's what's
yeah,
up,
it was definitely different for sure.
Yeah,
you know, it was not expected by any means.
Yeah, absolutely. It would be like, you know, any other kind of like crazy dope ass news.
Yeah, no, it was just funny because it was so opposite of anything. She like, I was damn near ridiculed from the family for having a tattoo at the time. You know, shit like that. I'm like, have y'all seen this motherfucker? Like, he's
got
like,
a couple.
Yeah, he's a walking graffiti board. Like, what the fuck? It's okay. Nah. But yeah, it's been super cool, man. It's still kind of surreal, but he's such a down to earth, normal person. You know what I mean?
So I imagine you guys had some family get-togethers.
Oh yeah. We've had some good times. Some good times for sure.
I won't get too personal, you know.
Good?
But I would like to know, is there anything on the road that you experienced that was just completely unexpected?
Mm-hmm. Well, we talk about it a lot. We've got a top 10 list of most fucked up things we've ever seen on the road, and 8 of the 10 happened in Arkansas, which is wild. And I hunted in Arkansas for years, and it makes sense. But yeah, I had a guy approach me one night and was telling me a wild ass story, and midway through a sentence, his eye fell out.
Oh shit!
Hit the ground. He put it in his mouth, washed it off, popped his shit back in his head. Wow. I was like, he kept talking. I was like, bro, stop. I'm trying to process. The fuck just happened? You know what I'm saying? It's like wild shit. Another night in Arkansas, it was a pack. Another night in Arkansas, it was like we did a lot of VFWs in small, 200 person rooms when we were getting out there. And once we started getting to where we were packing those out, it was awesome. And we're in Arkansas one night. You can go if you go to anybody listening. If you go to my YouTube page, there's a playlist that's all behind the scenes road stories, and this one's on there, and it's fucking nuts. So you generally lock in on one person in the crowd that you can identify. You know, like while you're performing, so you don't feel like I don't know how to explain it, but you always pick up on one particular person.
Yeah.
And there was a lady standing right in the front row. And she knew all the words and was singing and this, that, and other. And she was drinking. She was bouncing back and forth. And she banged into the dude next to her like 3 times. And then I saw him get pissed. And I was like, oh, shit. You know, like, if a fight breaks out, I think it's just as much the entertainer's responsibility to stop that shit. You got the mic. You control the crowd. You can help. And we do that a lot. Right. And but I saw this shit brewing. But and there's people here that know that I've come off stage a few different times. If I see a dude, you know, rough up a woman, like that shit ain't cool with me. It never has been.
Yes, sir.
So she bumps into him again, and dude just like he turns and walks away. I thought he had enough. Nah, homeboy came back with a bar stool and cracked that shit across her back like WWE style. And I was like, yo, like cut the music. And she had a little mini skirt on. As soon as she hit the ground, her legs fell up. Her shit just fell out. Boom.
Oh, I said, no. Continue. Never mind. Continue.
Y'all go ahead and scrap this shit out. Like, I don't know what to, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this situation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, so him stood up, just duked that bitch out. And I was like, man, it was just wild, right? Then like 2 years later, that same person showed up at a show in Dallas at the Gas Monkey Garage. I'll never forget where we were playing. Came to the merch table afterwards. Hey, man, so good to see y'all again, blah, blah. I was like, hey, yeah. We meet, and you don't remember? Nah, we meet a lot of people, but I appreciate you coming out. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was Cherie last time you saw me. I was like, damn. Dude got mad because I didn't recognize him as a man when I just seen him beat up a man in Arkansas last year dressed as a what? That shit, dude, Arkansas is wild, bro.
That's some wild shit. You're like, oh, you're the one with the penis on the floor. That's right.
Yeah, it was crazy. I can't say the name of the town. Well, I can, but I won't. But I watched a sheriff leave one of our shows one night and get a DUI in the parking lot from the neighboring county sheriff because he decided to do a whole bunch of burnout figure eights, drunk as shit in his cop car. That was a wild one in Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas is something serious, man. It's something serious. We had horses. We had horses rush a stage one time at an outdoor event. Yeah, some wild. Yeah, bro. You can't.
They were just wild horses, or they were someone's horses.
They weren't mine.
They weren't my horses. I don't know who the fuck they were.
Them motherfuckers ran at the stage, and my big ass was out.
Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, Arkansas is a special place. I love Arkansas. It's just you don't never know.
That's where my dad was born. He was born in where the hell was he born?
You don't know what you're gonna get in Arkansas.
Blytheville, Arkansas.
Blytheville, I know where that's at. Yeah. I know exactly where that's at. Yeah. No, we've had some fun out there on the road, but we've seen some wild shit. You know, and you travel that much, man. You see all the bad shit too, man. You know, terrible accidents, terrible wrecks, that whole nine, and you got to be prepared. I mean, you're putting 40,000 miles a year on your. You got blown tires, you got trailer tires going out, you got your trailer get broken into in Detroit in 15 minutes time when the whole band goes into Subway, gets their sandwiches. By the time you come out, the whole trailer's gone. You know, shit like that. You know, we've been through it. We've seen it. Yeah. There's a bunch of them, but I mean, I could think about 1,000 of them over the years, but nothing tops homie's eyeball falling out and he clean that bitch off in his mouth, popped it back in his head. I was like, bruh.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Now, if you heard the story he told me before that.
Let me ask you this: Did you know he had a fake eye until it popped out, or is that when you found out it was a fake eye?
I mean, it wasn't like.
It wasn't like super noticeable, right?
You could. I mean, it wasn't a lazy eye. That motherfucker was unemployed. Like you could, you could tell. You couldn't tell it was a fake. Shit fell out. The shit fell out, and it was just. It's just one of them things.
They're right into the mouth, dude. That's crazy. Off the ground.
Yeah. My ex-wife, my wife, she was standing right next to me too. She was like, "Oh my god!" I said, "I hold on, bro. I got to process this shit." Like it was nuts. It was nuts.
That's the cool thing is he didn't even miss a stride, bro. It's like it happens way too often.
Yeah, it's like, and he did it as in a manner as if we shouldn't be surprised. Like what?
What, your other homies don't lick off their own eyeballs? That's crazy.
Not daily. I promise you that.
No,
that shit was crazy.
I can proudly say I've never licked anyone or even my own eyeball.
Yeah. No, That's some wild shit, man.
That's wild shit. That's a
it was.
sentence I think I would have never thought of saying ever.
It was. Hey, we had a. So when we first started this shit, you got to realize, man, we're out there rapping, playing these like mud bogs and these country events in the 2008, 9, 10, that, you know, like all these rednecks out there, they didn't have any idea. Like they didn't accept this shit. They didn't. They didn't like it. Like we were playing a show in Central Florida at a mud bog. And I ain't talking like an M80 cherry bomb fire. We had a fucking pipe bomb thrown underneath the stage.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah, like blew up something. Like we've had, it's been wild, bro. Like
Holy
shit.
shit.
It was on some Blues Brothers put the chicken wire up to stop the bottle shit for the first few years. Because I mean, the only place that would book, like, we couldn't play hip hop clubs. They weren't having that shit.
Yeah.
And so the only thing we're getting into are like these, you know, Coyote Joes and all these Coyote Ugly type, or what do you call, not Coyote Joes? What was it? But all these country bars,
Right.
you know. And
we're not there for hip hop, right?
No. So it took a while. It took a while to pave the road because we were on excavators cutting through dirt and grass for the first few years.
Well, shout out to you and your team for cutting through that shit, man. Because you guys really built something special, man.
It's
and
cool.
A lot of people really, really connect with it, and it's like it's something that's been missing. You know what I'm saying?
It's been a really cool ride.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, even the city motherfucker can get behind what you guys are doing because
you know what's
don't like
about that too, man, is
and what would that one thing be?
Don't compete with anybody but yourself. That's the advice I have to anybody. Don't compete with anybody but you, cause I mean you can. I mean it's no different than mainstream or radio, whatever. You'll hear a song like, how in the fuck does it? But for some reason, billions of people like it. It might not be your cup of tea. So you got to take that same approach with, hey, if I put out shit, expect a lot of people not to like it. But the ones that do,
yeah. You got
the
8 billion people.
That's when you really think about it. I think these days now, unless you're with a machine that's pumping money into you label wise, the independent lane it's always been tougher, but it's even tougher now because, like we were saying earlier, like we had a guy named Ed, and he knew people at Apple. That's the only way we were able to get our music on iTunes back for the first 5 or 6 years until streaming came along. You know, this, that, and other. But at the same time, with everybody having our own little setups and doing what we do, and the internet's made mediocrity so acceptable. There's 114,000 new songs a day that go up on Spotify. 114,000. So it's like finding that crack to just jump in there and be heard these days. It's tougher than it's ever been. You know, and people just can't get discouraged by that. Like nothing happens overnight. I mean, there's a few. There's overnight stories you hear about that shit, but 90% of them they're scooped up real quick and back with a big PR team and people that can help them navigate through it. And I think that was one of our big things in 2014. I had some music placement and some movie, TV, WWE, shit like that. And we're starting to get all this stuff. And it was like, man, it was just so overwhelming. It was just me and my wife doing everything. And I'm just like, I give up, bro. I can't keep up. And I'm not signing a label. It's like, so the learning curve's been crazy. And I tell everybody too, there's no blueprint, man. Everybody gets there in their own way, and whatever works for you might not work for me, and vice versa. But whatever's working for you, don't stray from it.
Yeah. And if you have a true passion for it, just know that it's going to be a long road. There's going to be few views at the beginning, but over time, you dedicate your craft. You're going to get better at what you do. You're going to have more of people tuning into what you're doing. It just
jot this down too. You just said Overtime, and it rang my ear. You need to check out my homie from Montana, Overtime. He's one of the bigger independent artists out right now. He's kind of more rock rappy shit, and he's funding his own national headlining tours every year. Like this year, he's got Chris out with him. Like he's doing big shit, and he just went certified gold. It might have been platinum on a. He's got a track called "Hunger in My Stomach" that blew up a few years back for him, and this kid he grinds, man. He figured out the whole meta thing and on how to advertise and how to market properly. And like, hats off to him. But you said Overtime, and it just made me think of Tyler. He's super dope. You can check him out. He's another one that's just killing it independently. So
yeah. I will do. Overtime does sound familiar to me.
he's had some big songs, and then our whole
I
crew
think I've
like
done a reaction to him back in the day when I was doing
may
reactions.
have. Yeah, it's been dope all around, man. Just to see people flourish, it's been
I
cool.
love watching the growth of a career, or someone like in your case. Now I get a bunch of shit to go back and listen to. You know,
You were talking earlier about the what would you tell the younger? My grandfather used to say this, and it never made sense to me until I got into the music business. It's everybody wants to see you do good until you're doing better than them.
see, and that's the hard part, right?
And
Because
I say in a song like it's one of the hooks. I'm like, listen, man, I want everybody to eat,
yeah,
just not at my table.
right. Table's
There's
big
enough
enough.
for everybody,
Yeah,
bro. you know,
I mean, it really is, man.
you just gotta find a peace and a happiness. And I just wish I'd have found that earlier in life,
But I think,
earlier in my music journey.
well,
Should I?
right, okay, yeah, because we as children, and young adults, man, I know I was lost until I had my daughter, you
Right,
know,
right.
and then I fucking cleaned up everything. But by then I was like already a late start, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
everybody kind of falls in whenever, but shout out to those that figure it out, man, for real.
Yeah, for sure. It's a grind. It's a grind.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll try to. I'll try to fight off this cold before we go back out on the road next week. I woke up all nasty, groggy this morning.
Hell yeah, and Reimer was asking about your. I think he was asking me to ask about your tour dates that are coming up. If you want to fill
Yeah,
people in.
what we're doing it a little different this year because of the double wide thing I was telling you. We really wanted to see what the reception was going to be like because there's a lot of pride involved. Where I just been one of them guys like even when we started, when people would try to book you and they didn't know much about us, and they'd tell you or they'd ask, how many people you think you'll bring to Savannah, Illinois. Like, bro, I ain't never been out there in my life, maybe 20. Like, I'm telling the truth because I
Right.
want to be invited back. I like those people like, we had 300 last week. It was in your hometown, bitch. Let them know that. Yeah, but we're going, and then they don't show, and then it looks bad for the rest of the genre. Like, people aren't, you're not selling, you're not doing this, that, and other. So, with the double wide thing, because we basically didn't do anything for 15 years. Now, we did put out a project like 3 years ago. We planned on just doing 10 or 11 shows, just to kind of fill it out. So what we're doing is just dropping the dates about 2.5 to 4 weeks prior, so that we can have that time to promote up to each one of them, get the crowd. We had a great crowd in Florida last week, and we'll have a really good crowd in Ohio next week. So that way, when we go back next year, a lot of these venues that have newer owners or younger that weren't familiar with the whole thing, they get it now. They're like, oh shit, these dudes collectively got. I think like Bottleneck and I, we got collectively like 1.3 billion streams or some shit like that. So it's like once they start seeing that, they're like, oh, so we should have them here. We are going to draw some people. So, yeah, this spring we'll drop a big list on you. But for the time being, it's like, hey, we're only going to put the dates out probably 2.5, 3 weeks in advance, just so we can take that time to promote. Because that's why I tell people a lot when you drop a tour dates, the venues a lot of time are, hey man, you're gonna help us promote. Well, I get where you're coming from, but if I'm gonna spend this much money to have somebody come in, I'm gonna promote to make sure I have people there. But I also tell the venues, yeah, we're gonna promote everything, but we can only promote your show for a couple of days because we got another one the night after, and then
Right.
the night after. It's like. So right now, that's what we're doing. We're
No, it's a smart marketing strategy.
we'll put
to
up a
focus
show
on one at a
yeah,
time,
for like 2 or 3 weeks, and then that way we can promote it and push it out a little bit.
and people can save
Get
up
the
a couple
crowd.
bucks from a check
Right.
or two.
And it's funny. I got sidetracked earlier. You had mentioned something about film and this, that, and other. And actually, starting this weekend, it's our first weekend. We've got I don't want to spill all my secrets, but I will say this to a lot of aspiring young people. No matter what city you're in or where you're at, there is generally a university, a college, or a tech school of some sort that teaches some sort of sound production, engineer, and film in your area. all these college kids need projects in order to graduate. Generally, their senior year, they have to work on a giant project. So I've utilized several multi-million-dollar studios throughout college campuses over the years. I need a guy that's going to be an engineer. Like, all right, cool. We're going to come in. We cut I Love Rock and Roll at a university in Nashville because these kids need it so many hours production-wise. And you're getting top quality everything because it's what they're going to school for. So we just hired an intern that needs a certain amount of hours project-wise in film school, and she's going out on the road with us starting next week for the next about 6 weeks. And me and Bottleneck are going to. It's a lot of behind the scenes, funny stuff. We're pretty good characters on the road, and people get to see it and this, that, and other. But we're also going to tell the story and the history of country rap, and we're going to put it together documentary style. We've been talking about working on this for about 2 or 3 years. It just now finally lined up to where it's going to take place. So I think a lot of people will dig it.
I'm definitely.
He's nuts. I'm nuts. We laugh. We have a good time. It's a unique dynamic. It's fun as shit, and that's what's brought a lot of my in next year and go from there.
See, that's awesome. I love hearing that from the artist, that you have found this new love, instead of, oh, we got to go back out and do this now. You know what I'm saying? You're finally like, ooh, I can't wait to go back out. So that's amazing to hear. And after doing something for so long, I can see, it taking its toll, and really wearing on you in some points in your life. And you're a married man. Shout out to your wife.
No,
okay.
That's funny. We got divorced in early 21. No. It's funny because she's still my business manager and books us. We get along great.
Okay, cool.
She actually owns property that butts up to mine, because that's one thing we always said. We always were able to make money together. We weren't. I mean, the marriage was, but as far as the business side, everything was great. And we went through that first year of you were wrong and I'm wrong and this, that, and that. It was more me than anything, obviously, but I was with her for 15 years, and she had two young kids raising there like mine. And in fact, my stepson's been on several tracks with me. He's a dope little artist too. He's 18 and produces and shit. And it just, I don't know, about 3 years ago, we just, hey, we're adults, man. We're damn near. She just turned 50. I'll be 50 here shortly. So it's like, I ain't got time for all this. And being so niche, like what we do, like UTA, like all the. I mean, we've been offered 1,000 different deals with big agencies, but because of what we do so different in this outdoor, in this mudbog world, is she traveled with us so long, she got these rapport with all these venues, and this, she can get us 3 to 4 times the amount of money per show. So I don't need to be playing 4 shows a week with this company booking me taking 20%, when she can get us this X amount of money and takes way less, and we work together business wise. So and that was one of the things. I bought this big property out here, and some more land came up close to me, and she bought it because of that. At some point we want to put a small little venue out here, so it's always business first, and then we learned that, hey man, we're adults, dog, so we get along. She's the one that, she set up the film kid. She set up, she still books everything, doesn't, I'd be lost without her still to this day. So we get along fine.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. And that's dope that, you were able to create, both have, a prominent stake in this. And
yeah, it was crazy because she was a RN when we met, and in all honesty, had it not been for her still working 40, 50 hours a week the first 2 years, we'd have never survived. Moccasin Creek wouldn't have. We weren't making any money at all. Right. And then with her traveling and getting out there, this, that, she's built a pretty good business for herself as far as managing and booking artists. But her forte is she puts on a lot of festivals and a lot of talent buying for a lot of places. So that's actually what we're doing in the spring and summer. I was talking to her right before you and I got on. She's contacting all the mud bogs that we're going to do and get that all set up because I mean we've been doing it for so long. She's still got everybody just in the phone, and it's just easier that way. Not and it cuts out another person that's in your pocket. So I mean, having everything in house, we had to learn a lot of shit. We had a great music attorney up in New York for years that basically just taught us the business instead of all the shit nobody's gonna teach you. And we did it all in house, man, from day one. So here we
Shout out
are.
to you and your team, man, for real, dog. You made a dream come true, and that's not easy to do nowadays, but
Especially when you never dreamt of it.
right, exactly. Well, to be successful in life, I mean,
I'll be
of
honest with you,
course,
man.
there's a different avenue.
I, I, I'm pretty sure that I was always going to be in entertainment in some aspect. I mean, I was always the clown, always the funny guy, even the quarterback. Like I didn't take shit serious enough playing ball. I tried to keep things loose, blah blah. I thought about the whole the stand up avenue 20 years ago. Things of that like. But I just never knew it would be music that kept me in this whole limelight, for the lack of a better term.
Yeah, it's crazy how the world works, man. It really is.
Facts.
Me personally, I'm glad you found music. I like what you do. I support what you do. We play you on, Fridays, and Simple
Sure.
Man, and all these. I'm telling you, bro. Like it
He
opened my eyes, dude. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers. Like Simple Man was straight up fucking just killing it, dog. I'm just like,
Simple's an alien, dog.
yeah, bro. I was like, these guys. They got great stories. They're great
Target,
storytellers.
dirty, Target, Simple,
Your
the whole
boy
crew,
Dirty.
man. It's a trip, man.
Wasn't it
And
your boy Dirty that had that song?
there's two different ones. So you got your boy Dirty, who
Okay.
he's done a lot of work with all of them too. But Dirty, Durte, he's out of Pennsylvania. And he just funded his first headlining tour himself too. Like so,
Oh, nice.
and Target and Simple are going out with Adam, and it's just like it's so cool to see everybody that's in the clique really like getting that break that they deserve, man. These motherfuckers are not. It ain't that it's not because they're friends. I was fans before I met them, and to see people that talented, doing it this long, finally. All right, cool. Now they're getting a shot. Go make it happen, and it's super dope, man. I love it for every one of them, and like I said, I don't know. I've learned to be very grateful and understand now how blessed I am to be in this situation.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. One last question for you. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. We got the song you sent me.
Yeah.
I completely forgot all about that.
So,
Shout out to Weed.
so Dunbar talked me into doing a vintage part 2 and part 3. So, I got 2 more hip hop projects coming out. And then when he sent me this beat, I was like, I don't know how I'm going to murder this, but I'm going to murder this for some. Like it was just so different than anything I've done. And like I told you prior, I was like, before I even wrote the song, I heard and saw the visual to the video, and while we were talking, the text came through, so I locked in all of the break dancers and hip hop dancers, and I just ordered my Fila tracksuit and my slip trick chain, and my got me some old Reebok pumps coming. And if the song sucks, the video is gonna be viral, just because of my fat ass out there break dancing and hip hop dancing with a bunch of 25-year-olds that are. That's what they do. But
Right. But
yeah,
my guy's gonna keep up with you youngsters. That's what we old heads do.
that's what I'm trying to do. And I mean, it's something completely different for me. I mean, I kind of got into my Cypress Hill bag, and I don't know, dude. It's a trip, and I don't mind sharing shit prior because it just gets people. A lot of people don't like stuff to leak, and it's not really leaking because it's not hitting the internet. But I don't mind people hearing it live, this, that, and other, because it gives them something to look forward to if they dig it.
Right.
I just got a feeling everybody's gonna dig it, but that's me.
You already know, my guy. Yo, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Y'all are about to get a sneak peek of that
Exclusive.
cocaine flow. And you heard what he said. He getting the Fila tracksuit. He getting the dancers. He's gonna be dancing himself. This is one to be.
We got some Orlando Magic girls in this shit.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
That's real talk though. That's pretty dope, man. I'm stoked.
Facts. Let's go.
Take it back to 88. Shit. Kush by the bush got me high up in the bleachers. And push comes to shove, you ain't walking in my sneakers. Professor Boo, Jeff cool, yes, I'm the teacher. They feeding on my shit like a late night tweaker. Coming back around like that big hand. Get clapped, get dropped by the big man. Yes, sir, Jeff cool got a big plan. Cut you like a hog and take your ass to the pig stand. Tell your daddy the news. Tell your mammy and your pappy that we coming for you. Make it snappy like my finger, bitch, I'm gunning for you. And get the dogs ready, yup, they gon' be hunting for you. That old spotlight seeker, all in your speaker. Cocaine flow, gas them up all ether. And I can play the Grim Reaper. I take you to the tent and let you talk to the preacher. On some country ass pimp shit, I'm higher than a blimp, bitch. Heat in my pocket, same leg that I limp with. Old man River on the hook, I ain't fishing. Beat keep knocking, Mormons on a mission. Twisting, I'm treated like Christmas. Old wish list, you won't ever get this. My bar stay hopping, drinks stay popping. Chrome on the wheels, Steve to the Hawkin. You corny as a food plot, smoking on some moon rocks. Weed you out the garden, cultivating on some new crop. Looking at a new clock, hanging on the rooftop. Bitch, I'll take your soul and deliver it to the shoe shop. Spotlight seeker, all in your speaker. Cocaine flow, gas them up all ether. And I can play the Grim Reaper. I take you to the tent and let you talk to the preacher. On some country ass pimp shit. Yes, sir, Jeff Cool got a big plan. Sir, Jeff Cool got a big plan. On some country ass pimp shit. Yes, sir, Jeff Cool got a big plan. Moves tight, moon walking in the moonlight. I'm too hype, too white, my paradise too right. A few nice pass, like a quarterback, I'm too nice. I grab you by the wing, take a new flight. Ha, my grass stays greener, skies are the bluest. Itch on my finger, debate, should I pull it? Praise to the dreamers, I'ma sleep through it. Paradise, I'll take a shot, newfound bullet. Shoot you straight like an arrow, fly like sparrow. Trying to make $1 in this heat, dinero. Walking down the street, all beat when I creep. No priest, no monk, no serve, no pharaoh. High, but I'm on my grind. Hit the asphalt, baby, don't know what I find. I slash through the ash, 110 and a 50. Grab a gun and some roses, hit Paradise City.
I did the robot. Yeah, boy. Fucking A. That was a banger. I
I
like that
appreciate
shit.
it, man. It's definitely different, but I think it's just gotta. I don't know. I just feel something about that track. I think with the video, and I'm gonna hire one of these kids to do the TikTok shit because I can't run TikTok. You know what I mean? Put it up and get it going. But
That
I
should
don't know.
become like one of your alter egos right there. You know, like how Sir Mix-a-Lot had that alter ego where he did like buttermilk biscuits and shit.
Oh yeah, buttermilk biscuits.
Yeah, that shit would be fucking amazing.
Yeah, man.
Because it wasn't too serious, you know what I'm saying? Like it was kind of like flexing a little bit, talking shit, having fun.
But yeah, that was
I
that
loved
was the thing. It was like just finding the right pocket, and I've never really used that high pitched voice, so I wasn't sure how it was gonna work. And I don't know. I dug the shit.
That shit was fire. You said you gotta get your Cypress Hill bag for real.
Yeah, man. Hey, dude, that's yeah. That was so growing up. Our high school was built. I don't know, like 77, but the old high school was across town, so all of our practice facilities, like our baseball and football field, they were across town. So when we'd get out of high school, we'd have to drive over to practice every day. And man, God, every day was sawed off shotgun, hand on my pump. I mean, that's all it was for like the whole baseball season was Cypress Hill. I mean, it's what it was. And I don't know, dude. It's I'm excited about it. It's just a whole new avenue, some fun shit for me. And the cool thing is, like, I can stuff like that. Like, it's fun, obviously, but there's still a lot of bars in it, you know. And it's like, but just to, you know, slash through your city, get my guns and roses and hit Paradise City, you know, shit. It's like just a little sprinkles here and there, but that one was more about just like finding a pocket that worked. And I don't know. I think the next project's gonna have a lot of that on it, a lot of fun shit.
Yeah.
And actually, I know it is. I've already cut like 8 of those tracks for Vintage too. So yeah, I appreciate that, y'all in the chat, man. I think yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely different, but nah, man. I'm just
viral. Facts. It will go viral.
I honestly, and I've never said that before, I really think it's just the video itself. I mean, I got twins, beautiful twins, pro dancers doing all the hip hop shit. Like, it's the video is gonna be nutty. Like, it's gonna be dope.
And then you got Moccasin himself up there doing head spins.
I see. I might hit the worm. I'll do the rerun for sure. I still got the rerun in my bag.
Do the. I don't even know what it is, but if you
I can do the rerun. But everybody there's too young, so I can do the whole kid and play dance still.
Yeah.
You know, I need a partner. I can get down there, the Cabbage Patch Running Man. You know, I still got all that in the bag. You know, I mean, I can get out there and shake it out a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, where I come from, there's a, and it's really only where I'm from. It's kind of branched out. There was a dance. Every time we'd go out and have a keg party, you'd be at the country bar and shit. It was called the Gator.
Okay.
And it basically is just a drunk redneck throw your hat out there at somebody, and they'll go out and they literally just get on the ground like a dead alligator and just fucking. It's the worst thing you've ever seen.
Amazing.
It became like this big huge thing in the South, and that was like one of my favorite lines in one of my songs. I was like, I don't do the gator when I dance. I do the manatee because I'm big. Like, I can't do the gator. You know, it's like
that's what I'm talking about. I like that.
So we just try to bring back some of the old fun shit, man. You know, the good old days breaking. Dude, that's what's so funny. So last week when we were in Florida, came out of sound check, walk into Airbnb, and me and Bottleneck and Cannon Banyan, DJ Cannon Banyan, he's our DJ, and he's instrumental in this whole thing. He's been doing country rap mixtapes since it started, and he ain't no push play DJ. Like, I mean, he scratches during our sets and drops and shit. Like, it's fire, right? And we were all just sitting there. We were watching Breaking 2 the other day. That shit was on in the Airbnb watching Turbo.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah.
These
that
kids these days, they would have. So I got up in the kitchen and started doing the dance with the broom and shit. They were like, "What?" I was like, "Hey, let's bring it back, baby. Let's bring it back."
Yes.
So, yeah, man. I'm excited about all this shit coming. So,
well, you guys make sure you stay tuned. Hit the link in the description below. That's to my dude's link tree. You'll be able to find all the socials, all the streaming platforms. Play that shit nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Bump down the street. Yeah. They love it.
I appreciate that. I will definitely be out west next year too, so I'm gonna have to link up with when we get out there.
Hell yeah, man, definitely. I'd love to come see a show, man. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, or just go out there and get some of that good Cali Bud. I'm good with that.
I take you to the best spot, my guy. It's called Perfect Union. It's like going to 7-Eleven for weed.
Hey, Kahuna, yeah, make that happen. We need to do that. I like Cartoon. He's dope too. Yeah, I'm trying to. That's where I'm at right now. I'm trying to work with as many. Sorry, my throat's killing. I'm trying to work with as many artists outside of the normal box that I work with. For one, cross promoting and fan bases is always good. But two, it's a challenge for me to do different shit. So I wanna work with as many different sounds as I can before I get out of this thing, because I'm getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So,
you see them two dudes from UK over there spitting.
Pete and Boss?
Yeah, bro, they gangster. They like some real gangsters.
And what's crazy is like people hating on them, like, oh man, one of the dude's grandsons and another buddy, they write and they help out. I'm like, but these motherfuckers are in their 70s and still got cadence and they're spitting. Like, I don't give a shit if it's written or not. Like, right. It's dope, bro.
Who was talking shit about Shania Twain singing some song somebody else fucking wrote? Nobody.
That's
just
the thing.
Because
it's
they
like,
rappers.
It's hilarious, man. You know,
I
it's
heard
like
Drake got a ghost writer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know, when Chris Stapleton blew up, it blew my mind at the amount of people were like, man, that Tennessee whiskey song, that Chris Stapleton, man, I was like, motherfucker, George Jones wrote that like
that's an
50
old
years
fucking
ago.
song.
Like,
Yeah.
what the- like, but you know, speaking on that, that was one thing that really was blew my mind when I got into music. I'd heard about it in rap, and I get it to an extent. But I just, for some reason, thought that everybody that sang wrote what they wrote. For instance, it took us forever to get the rights and license. I didn't know any of this when I got into the business. Now, there's a big sense of pride in writing all your shit. But at the same time, like, I learned through Target and some other people that are dope in this business, like, if you're sitting there and suggestions are one thing, and you got to take things to heart. You can't take things to heart all the time, but if he looks and says, you know what, scrap that, let me do this hook, I think it's going to be better for the song. Well, write that motherfucker. You're going to get your credit anyway. Like, if whatever's better for the song. But as far as, like, any verse, anything like that, like, we all write everything. But it is more common.
Dude.
Yeah, I was like, this is Christ. Like, what?
I don't need a whole room.
Yeah, 8 people get around, they write this song, and then they all get paid on it, and the artist isn't making it. I'm like, what? Yeah, but so that's way more common. I just think the history of hip hop, it was just frowned upon for so long because it was about how good you were.
Right.
But then as it evolved into actual, you know, some singy hooks and some songs and shit like that, you know, Jay-Z ain't coming out writing a hook to New York, New York. Like, you know what I mean? It's like you start seeing that shit.
The song's about New York. Make the hook something about
Yeah,
New York.
right. And, well, I mean, but I'm not knocking anything either.
Right.
Like, you know, the story about Dre and M and all them having the beat to steal Dre, and they couldn't figure it out. They flew Jay in, he laced the hook and flew back. And it's like that shit was so kept under wraps for so long back in the day because that never needed to get out. And then you realize, man, you'll start seeing all these, you know, interviews with Jada or Daz and R.I.P. Nate Dogg. But there were so many people back then that they were the hook dude.
Yeah.
Period. Yeah. And you know, now that's it's almost kind of like pro wrestling. Like nowadays they're pulling the curtain back and you see more of what really goes on, but you still respect it as a fan, just like music. You still respect the shit. I don't care who wrote it. That song's fire. You know what I mean? So yeah,
exactly.
It took me a lot of like it was different for me to see and learn all that. That's what I'm getting at.
And that's the cool thing because it's like there's a lot of people out there that have the passion for music, love writing music, and they're not able to perform it. You know, and I think what Timberland's doing. And with the AI stuff, as long as you're writing your own lyrics, what do you think about that?
I have kind of mixed feelings. I don't mind it if you are writing the shit.
Right.
And the only reason being, this is weird. So the last album I did, Full Circle, I got a song on there called "Good Man, Be a Good Man," and I heard the beat. And I heard the hook. I was like, damn. And I reached out to Freak, the producer that did it. And I was like, bro, I don't know who's on the... Because I've done a fuck ton of songs with people on the hook that I've never met before, didn't know. You know, we just worked... I was like, bro, that hook. I was like, I don't know who that is, but this one, I need to meet him because we need to shoot a video for it. And he's like, bro, you can't meet him. He said, that's AI. I was like, what?
You can't ever meet this guy. That's
no, I
crazy.
couldn't. I was like, I could not believe... It sounded so real, like, you know, just
you
crazy.
You can hear the motherfuckers breathing.
It's absurd, but
it is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some good with it, but me personally, I think there's more bad with it with what we're gonna see in our lifetime as far as AI shit goes. You know, things are getting carried away with. You know, you'll see a statement from an athlete or a president or something. It's like you can't tell sometimes. You'll see a shark eat a motherfucker in half, and they're gotten so good at it now. You're like,
Yeah.
I mean, I got to really look at this to see if this shit's real. Like
Yeah.
it can really, it can really.
I think if it's
do
labeled,
damage.
like labeling has a lot to do with it, right? Like if you're trying to pull the wool over someone's eyes, I see that's being bad.
For sure, for sure.
Right. So
For sure.
if you're letting everybody know, hey, this is AI performance. It's written by me, a human. You know,
But
what I'm
somebody
saying?
else saying, yeah, and I'm way good with that.
Which is
I
kind of
just,
like
I,
a ghostwriter, but without having to find an artist to sing it or
I
perform
think
it.
I'm more concerned with the. Like when I was out in Vegas in March, and that car pulled up next to me, nobody driving it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because like anything can malfunction at any time.
You saw that Mustang, right? It's an electric Mustang, and one of those SUV ones. It's like hitting this barrier on the freeway, sliding down this barrier, and then all of a sudden you saw it.
Recorrects itself.
Well, no, it slammed into another car that was
Oh,
getting
yeah,
onto
yeah.
the freeway. Yeah.
Didn't it kill? There's been one that killed somebody. I know that.
I mean, that's scary as shit, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it's that type of shit is what I'm concerned with AI wise. But as far as the music and shit, like you know,
I'll tell you a secret. I've been making a bunch of AI beats.
and there's
we've
nothing
been-
wrong with that shit.
Right, because it's easy. Like you just type in how you want it to sound and what instruments you want it to play.
You can go in and beatbox and then tell them I want this beat and this tempo. Just throw in a harmonica, a sax, and a snare, and they'll come
Yep.
out with some wild shit.
They'll give you two options, and it's like, holy shit, I'll take them both. Thank you.
Yeah, sooner. That shit's crazy.
We've been freestyling over them on Wednesday because they're not copywritten.
Yeah, for sure. But nah, yeah, I mean, I don't mind it as long as people know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that's the thing.
Absolutely.
When deception is terrible. I mean, look at it wasn't even AI, but look how fucked up the whole Milli Vanilli thing was when we were coming up. You know, it's like
They
that's
got
just
ran through the ringer.
complete deception, man. Like people don't like being deceived, but unfortunately in this day and time we got millions and millions of people that just they believe anything they hear. So deception's not like it used to be. It's I don't know, man. That's why I like living out here in this little Amish town in Kentucky. I ain't got to worry about any of this shit.
Got that bluegrass out there.
It just don't. Everybody moves at a slow pace, and I don't have to worry about nothing.
Everybody's just trying to live, man. It's trying to survive,
it.
dude.
That's it, man. It's definitely changed a lot, but there's still some places where you can slow it down, and then that's where we're at. You know.
I know I like to slow it down, even if I live in the city, Sacramento. Well, just outside of Sacramento, and it's in the unincorporated part of Sacramento.
So I shouldn't tell you about that $2.89 gas I got today.
No. But here's the thing: if you gotta, if my mom and I got a membership to Sam's Club,
Mm-hmm.
about the same, about $1 more a gallon. It's like $3.89.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's big, man. You can save anywhere. When we were out there 2 years ago, we did a run through Cali and up in Oregon, and what blew my mind was we were in Fresno, and it didn't matter what you drove or what you were doing, they would cap every tank at $100. I was like, you're charging $5.89 a gallon. People aren't even being able to fill up half their vehicle. And I was talking to a guy at the pump, and he's like, yeah, man, I run a construction crew. We got 9 trucks.
Oh.
So every morning we have to hit 5 different gas stations so we can fill up.
That's crazy.
I was like, this is wild. This is one of the wildest shit. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But, whatever. Like, I stopped. I learned to stop worrying about shit I can't control.
Yeah.
That's just,
That's
when you can get,
so important, dude.
dude, when you can get to that point,
I
God.
was headbutting my baby mama, just running in fucking circles, dude. And at some point you have to go, you know what? It's out of my hands. I can't get mad at it. I'm going to end up having a fucking heart attack.
That's where I got to the point. Like, if I can't control it, I just don't let that shit bother me, man.
Facts, bro.
And I did for years and years. Like, why is that dude like, why? Man, I can't control how that motherfucker's driving. That's on him.
Yep. I'm just gonna bag back, dude.
Yeah,
I want to be
that's
another
it.
part of what the fuck is going on in that car.
Yeah, that's it. Kahuna, real quick, I ain't trying to keep you on looking for a different type of avenue, and he's never claimed like he's not a country rapper. He's just wanting to work with other people, and And it was cool. He reached out. I was like, fuck yeah, dude, I'm a fan. I'll definitely work with you. And then we did a couple tracks and then became friends, and we've been working together ever since. It's been almost 8 or 9 years now. Same thing with Simple Man. It's just unique, just working with people that are like-minded and are cool people. That was the thing, working with people that you enjoy being around was that's how that all transpired. So, but yeah, that's about it.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, and shout out to DF Domo.
Well, I'm the one. I kind of like to, I sit back and tell the stories, and if I can get on one of them crazy tracks, I get on it, and it's cool. But I'm the first. I know where my talent level stops, and I ain't trying to rap with them boys. It's like.
He's like, I got my lane, and I'm comfortable in it.
I love getting features from them and getting them on shit. But hey, listen, hey, I get it. I can't. I'm not on that level, and I'm cool with that. It gives me something to strive towards, So it's dope.
Like you said, you like fucking with the sound and seeing where you can take it, and that's all a part of that process.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
It's just it's all been it's been cool, man. Got to work with a bunch of cool people, meet a lot of cool people, and got some lifelong friends out of the whole game, and it's just it's been a journey, dog. That's really
I tell you
in a nutshell.
I tell you what, it is refreshing to hear a success story, dude. I interview a ton of underground rappers, and a lot of them are just starting out or in the 5th year or whatever. Haven't really done a lot with it, you know what I'm saying, but really trying to make something out of it. And it's great to see and hear of a success story. So thank you for being that dude, creating a lane in music, man, and really putting everything you have into it.
Well, I'll tell everybody this that's chasing it and whatnot, and if you better get you a tax man. You better have one in your own corner, cause boy, the IRS ain't playing. I've been dealing with this shit for about 19 months right now. Once that's out of my life, everything's smooth sailing from there. Cause yeah, bro, it's wild shit. And you play different countries and different states with state taxes and this, that, and the other, and then you catch a movie check or something happens that you didn't realize. Next thing you know, your fucking income was 4 or 5 times the amount as the year previous. Whoa, what? I ain't got that, player.
Right.
I don't have that. That shit's been spent.
You can catch me on the 3rd of next month, though. I got something for you.
Exactly. Here, I'll give you what I can give you. But yeah, there's a lot of shit like that people need to realize if they get in and they're taking it serious. Go ahead and get yourself an LLC, create that shit, because you got to punch a motherfucker in the mouth. Don't keep no money in that LLC, because if Brahma Bull hits you, you ain't getting no money from Jeff McCool. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just shit. There's just so much that you have to learn on the business side of things. You have to treat it like a business in order to be successful. If not, you pay your quarterly taxes, do all that bullshit. It's just stuff that you don't want to hear, but it's real life, and those are the things that. How many rappers you see is broke as fuck? Yeah. Because of stuff like that, never have people in their corner.
Luxury taxes and shit like that, they add up.
Crazy shit, man. And they don't care. They're gonna get it from you. I promise you.
Mm-hmm. That's why I wear Walmart pants.
I promise you, they gonna go. That's one thing. I've never been materialistic ever, so I'm down with it. In fact, every time I fly, I generally fly with literally just my sleep machine and my toiletries. And wherever I fly into, I get my rental car. I go straight to Burlington or Coat Factory, or I go to Walmart and I grab me about $5-6 t-shirts, and I rock them shits all weekend, leave them in the hotel, and come home.
There it is. Yep, travel light.
That's
absolutely.
It, man.
See, take the gems my guys dropping, young.
But the worst thing about it though is you'll be at a show and you'll see somebody with a Beatles shirt on. You're like, fuck, he knows where I got mine at. He knows I shopped at Walmart because he got the same shit.
They only know that you a real motherfucker at that point. That's a Walmart shirt, bro. That dude is on stage with a Walmart shirt. That's fire.
That's it, man. And hey, all the time. That's it, dog. I learned that trick from my sister, actually. She was traveling so much wrestling. She said, listen, man, she just fly in, run to Target, get a cheap couple outfits for the weekend, and leave them in the hotel with a note for the housekeeper. Hey, if you got kids or somebody you know that needs this, it's yours. And bounce on home. That's it.
That's love right there, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. It's like, Hey, you can go get $40 worth of shirts as opposed to checking a bag for 150.
Yeah, and have to
You know
lug it
what I'm
around
saying?
with you.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I'm all about pinching a penny.
That's a fact.
I'll pinch the shit out that bitch.
Yeah, boy. You know,
Turn
I
it
make
silver.
yeah, exactly. Rub that fucking turn. I don't even know how to say. Shout out to Weed. Uh, yeah.
Yeah, no shit, right? Yeah,
Pierce the fuck out of that
sure.
bitch. But
For sure.
Kahuna, I'm not gonna play that song tonight, but because I've already held this guy for 2 hours, over 2 hours, and it's a Sunday night.
Man, hey, I ain't got nothing. All my bets hit today. I'm good. I
Oh,
ain't
that's
sweating
what's
shit.
up, man. You must be watching my dude Jay Fructose on his betting parlays and shit, huh? No,
Now, hey, you know, man, I used to do a lot of watching, uh, quote unquote professional handicap, and it's just the same thing with music. It's like
yeah.
if you're and me and Simple Man too. Like I wouldn't say professionally, but we and Adam and SMG Jimmy, and you need to check him out. He's fire as fuck. But we gamble a lot, but we never gamble above our means. We also gamble. We gamble. We don't gamble with our heart. Like I'm a big Steelers fan, but I'm not
Sometimes you
going
gotta
to
bet against them.
yeah, or I just won't touch it. You just,
Right.
So it's I like the prop shit, like especially with baseball, like so and so to have more than 5 strikeouts on the mound, or Aaron Judge will have at least a hit, there's shit like that, and then
All those
football
shit that will come
season.
true.
Yeah, I had a 7-game parlay hitting baseball today, so
Sick.
I'm cool. I'm cool for the weekend.
That's fire.
Yeah.
Well, shit,
Yeah.
man. Let's fucking get into another joint, another drink, and another
Yeah.
song. How about that?
Dog, I'm down.
We'll
I'm here
celebrate
all
the
night.
win, my guy.
Yeah. It was a good one. It was a good one. Mortgage paid this month.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
I don't know. I've just always enjoyed it. We play a lot of cards too. Simple Man and I especially. Shit, Adam plays a lot of cards too. But yeah, I've always enjoyed that. I think that's just that's the adrenaline, the athlete, the competition type thing. I don't play any table games. I straight hold 'em. You're playing against somebody else,
Yeah,
and there's still you still got a luck of the draw factor in there a little bit. But yeah, I like handicapping football a lot. That's my thing.
Hell yes. Cause I like playing cards with friends too. We used to after work on Friday night, gather
Oh, yeah.
up and fucking start cashing in.
I
That's
started
some fun
playing.
shit.
I started playing Hold'em pretty heavily. I was about 16, 17, and I was already getting into like the judges game, like in our little town, shit like that. And I was playing in games that I had no part being in because I didn't have any money. I was a kid, but I learned it, and I enjoy it a lot. I actually moved out to Vegas in '03 for about 7 months, and that's all I did. I lived in
wow.
Binion's. Yeah, I lived in Binion's Casino and just played cards 8 to 10 hours a day,
Holy
and just
shit.
grinded it out. I would play cash games all day, and I'd play in the 10 o'clock tournament, and I really like it. I know now if I had the right bankroll, I could do it full time, but you got to have a healthy bankroll. I remember Phil Hellmuth told me once. I asked him. We'd run into the pros all the time, and he said, "Listen," he said, "every one of us, you have to go dead broke 3 times in your life before you make it." I was like, "Bitch, I ain't prepared for all that." I took my ass back to Florida. I was like,
Right.
"Hey,
Thank
I
you
ain't
for the
prepared
advice,
for all
sir.
that right now." Yeah. I'm 25, 26-year-old kid. I had a little money, and I was like, "Hey, let's go." And after I had to sell my damn laptop and golf clubs to get back home, I was like, maybe I need to step back for a minute and think about what I'm doing. But
Gamble
I
responsibly,
enjoy
folks.
restriction to where I can't even log in until the first week of football season.
So
It just keeps me away from it, and it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
smart.
I also and I've stuck with this for like the last 5 or 6 years. I'll open up the football season with a X amount of dollars as far as my first deposit, and if by chance it runs out by week 4, I won't gamble the rest of the year.
There
But
it is.
generally, I'll start with enough and play smart enough that I can, make it through the season and end up. In fact, I've been with FanDuel for like 9 years now. I just looked at my all-time stats the other day, and in 9 years, extra incentive
Exactly.
to tune in.
I went to the fucking casino and hit like $1,400 on like 2 machines, and I was like, all right, time to go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta get the fuck out of here now.
That's what people don't understand. I mean, if you're not there, like, hey, it's hard to explain. So when I was out there playing like full time, you'd see all the tourists come out, and you know their mindset, and I get it. You'd hear them at the table. Shit, I brought $1,000 to gamble on, and they're expecting to lose that $1,000,
dude.
But those are also the ones that will tear your ass up in a cash game because they don't play enough, and they're chasing these terrible hands just because, oh, I'm feeling lucky. Bitch, you shouldn't even, I bet you would not be in this hand anywhere else. And you catch runner, you know, it's like, bro.
Right.
So, yeah, you got to be careful
like
who you're playing with. You make way more money playing with people that can play cards than you can with people that can't. Right. Yeah. That's fact. That's fact.
Yeah.
Alley Cat, what's happening?
Alley Cat in the building. So good to see you, girl. Hope everybody's having a great time, man. We are chilling Sunday evening with the man himself, Moccasin Creek, Mr. McCool himself. Let's go. We're going to get this water on fire. This has got Simple Man and Corey Spires in it.
Man.
Y'all ain't ready for this.
This was a wild video, too.
Yeah, let's go.
Girl, what are you doing?
We gon' set the water on fire when the sun goes down. 100 proof in my cup, light it up. We about to get lost in clouds. We about to set the water on fire. We gon' burn this to the ground. So rev that ever root up, lick it in my cup and get down. We gon' turn this party out.
We keep bullets by our Bibles. We got Jesus on our side, so we're having a revival. On the river Friday night. We don't need gas to light the water up. Just pass my glass and turn the bottom up. Hank on blast and we ain't shutting up. We getting drunk AF and then we cutting up. So turn the liquor up ice and pour a bigger cup. Cleavage in a nice butt, yup, I wanna pick her up. Maserati body, she kicking like some karate. Sipping on a toddy, boat, she getting naughty. We in the middle of alligators and tall pines. We lit the water on fire and let the moon shine. We getting rowdy, no ifs, ands, and about it. She said you do it better than who, dog, I doubt it.
We gon' set the water on fire when the sun goes down. 100 proof in my cup, light it up. We about to get lost in clouds. We about to set the water on fire. We gon' burn this to the ground.
I do.
So rev that ever root
I cut some LBs too, so I'll be looking good out there.
We gon' turn this party out.
We partying on the sandbar, keep your bar on. I'm swinging this pontoon through a monsoon. Feel like Pow Wow pushing a slab. Hacksaw, Slim Thug, and still tipping them back. Georgia boy, that's my background, but I'm back down in Florida with my toes in the water like I'm Zach Brown. The chicken fighting like Peter Griffin gets smacked down, but I'm feeling like Cleveland. Every bottle that I pack's brown. A 30 pack down, damn, that one went quick. I feel my energy coming back like I've been sick. Ain't judging books by their covers, but these here thin chicks ain't gonna be the plot of the story unless they get thick. Fat bottom girl, glass bottom boat. Even a fish looking up like go, mommy, go. We on that bull like a set of horns and matador, shotgun and then funneling on jet skis and paddleboards.
We gon' set the water on fire when the sun goes down. 100 proof
Dude,
in my
her
cup,
voice is so
light it
fire.
up. We about to get lost in clouds. We about to set the water on fire. We gon' burn this to the ground. So rev that ever root up, lick it in my cup and get down. We gon' turn this party out. I stay riding that Bayliner with lids off. No safe throttle, you can't follow, so get lost. We killing shit, we grave robbers, we big dog. So get your bottles and buckle up, we gon' lift off. Tonight we turn up at night, the furniture might have hurt us. The shallow water will pull you under, don't fight the current. So next time, pack a life preserver. Drunk as Belushi, I be yelling out who she. While he staring my, nah, I'm a class act, baby. Dirt road riding, this is Mad Max, baby. But when I'm on the river, I go half past crazy. White girl, wasted trailer made first lady. No wakeboarding, no wakeboarding, these shots up. Oh, y'all sober? Not us. We in the shallows, we about to tear the prop up. Jeff drunk leaning, so I think think it needs a prop up. What? We gon' set the water on fire when the sun goes down.
Yo, she snapped.
On a proof in my cup, light
She's
it up.
extremely
We gotta
talented.
get lost in clouds. We about to set the water on fire. We gon' burn this to the ground. So rev that ever root up, lick it in my cup and get down. We gon' turn this party out.
Fucking fire. That shit looked like it was so fucking fun, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was it was crazy, man. My homeboy has a birthday party there every year. That's in my hometown, and it's wild, man. We've always wanted to shoot a video out there because we literally just go out to the sandbar in the middle of the river and light the whole fucking river on fire, you know. And I mean, I remember 10 years ago when it started, there were 5-6 boats, and now it's 100 boats. Fucking water planes fly in. They got a big X Games slide. They pull out on a pontoon boat. It's crazy. Kahuna asked. I put 2 in there, Sack, that were me and my son. The first one he actually produced. It was his first single, and he wanted me to be on it. And then he's on a track that I did on my Full Circle album called Time Is Ticking, and dude, it's fucking fire. Like, he kills the hook, he kills it. I don't know. I wish he'd take this shit more serious because he's super dope, man. I'm not being biased. I mean, he's talented as shit, but he's into day trading and all that money making that fucking crypto shit. So he probably end up better than all of us.
Hey, you know, gotta find that avenue, and if he's good at that, boy, he's gonna be fucking rich.
Yeah, he's super fire. But I put 2 links in the chat. If you want to run them, that would be dope because the songs are fire. And I kind of, you know, I mean, I try to help as many people as I can. But that first one he did, man, yeah, it broke me up for him to, because that's my stepson. But I mean, I raised him, you know, it's whatever. And he's like, I want you on this track. And I was like, yeah. And it's pretty powerful shit, I think.
That's what's up. All right, we got Jake XD. This is Nowhere to Go featuring Moccasin Creek. Let's go.
Yeah, he produced this whole thing, though.
Oh, the whole instrumental and everything.
Everything. From he mixed and mastered the whole shit.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. See, now that's beautiful money saving shit right there.
Yeah, he don't understand what he's got at his fingertips. Now, this obviously it's the newer age shit, auto-tune, this, that, and other. So when I had him on my record, I was like, yeah. You gonna do it, and he did it and guilted it. So.
Hell yeah. Well, I got both those links here. We're gonna hit this one first. Nowhere to Go. I'm gonna drop the link for you guys too, so you guys can all sub up. Let's go.
Dope.
At war in my thighs, I done separated from the things of the cause. Cause I can't sit and watch she calm me down and hit the ground, and I would be my fire.
I got some
I thought it was my
wrong.
Starlink. I thought it was my Starlink. I was like, oh.
No, not at all. It's something in the settings in OBS that's fucking my shit up, and I've been fucking with them for like a month now, and I can't get it quite right. But hopefully, I dumbed it down enough to where it'll run smooth. All right, I'm gonna start over.
I can't give any hints. I don't know nothing about that shit.
I just take it because normally you can run shit in HD, but I don't have a graphics card in my computer, and for some reason now the settings are all fucked up. I gotta dumb it down to like 240. Yeah.
It's all good.
I don't let it fall as long as I'm standing. But I got nowhere to go. I just need to hit the road. I don't know how long I won't. But I gotta ask for more. 'Cause I know if I don't, I have nowhere to go. I just need to hit the road. I don't know how long I won't. But I gotta ask for more. 'Cause I know if I don't, I have nowhere to go.
See, I don't know where I'm going, but I know right where I've been. My soul just comes out pouring when I flow throughout this pen. Tie game, I just stopped scoring. I had disappearing friends. until the deal was sealed and I made a meal and they came right back again. So I hit the road, pit pat, backpack, 6-pack and a sack of dro, but I quit the blow. Matter of fact, looking back, been down this road before. See, I ignored everything that I was ever taught. I'm on the pavement, barefoot, feet burning now when I walk. See, I believed I was the greatest. I could not be bought until I fell right here on this pavement, my own asphalt. So just leave me be, please, and let me grieve, cause it's so hard to breathe knowing
that I got nowhere to go. I just need to hit the road. I don't know how I go wrong. But I gotta have some more. Cause I know if I don't, I have nowhere to go. I just need to hit the road. I don't know how I go wrong. But I gotta have some
Terrible. Come on.
more. Cause I know if I don't, I'll have nowhere to go.
That song is fire. My computer fucking sucks. But we're getting a new computer next month. Spectre's bringing one up. Shout out to 5 Star Tobacco and Gifts for sponsoring this channel, man. I really can't thank you enough. For real. And it's every time I get into one of these playlists.
2020
like
over.
yeah, that's my dude Durant right there. That shit go crazy. Okay. Now I gotta get the other link. This shit. My shit was built in 1937 by elves in the woods. So
That's funny.
yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I paid $300 for it almost 7 years ago, and it has
It's
been
still
a
working.
tank. Right, it's been a tank. Yo, that is insanely generous of you, Moccasin Creek, man. Thank you, brother.
No doubt, no doubt.
It said, get your shit right. Come on. Look, I gotta give that a heart. Come on. That's love, bro. Thank you, brother.
Hey, for sure. No, I don't think people understand how like important this is to us as independent artists. Like, anytime, and that was the thing, man. Until I got into the hip hop shit, like, I never had reactions. So it means it's cool to me to be in that avenue because nobody wanted to react to that dumb shit we used to do. You know, it's like, so it's dope, man. It's dope, and you got some cool ones in here, Mander and Domo's come through and Chill Rock, a bunch of Kahuna, like all these people that I've met through this whole the hip hop side of things. So the reaction change, it's been cool, man.
It's been an amazing experience. That is for damn sure. And I met some of the Earth's greatest people on this journey. That is, I just don't know. I've been doing this for almost 7 years, and I've gotten like 3 bad comments. I'm a dude who smoked meth in my 20s, and I ain't got no fucking teeth left. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
it's unbelievable. Most people just like, oh, he's a cool dude. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I never played pool in my life, but there wasn't an 8 ball I wouldn't hit for about 4 years. So I got it.
Right? Exactly, bro.
That might have been my coldest bar ever. I did a damn Pimp C Fleetwood Mac remix while back. I was doing all these remixes and what I said told something about side pocket. I was like, fuck. I had to say, shit. I'd have to pull it up, remember. But I was like, talking about that. I was like, I never did share anything. Every 8 ball I played, never did touch felt. I kept it all in my pocket and did it all myself.
Bars.
I was like, cause I mean that was it, man. I was in that life for a hot minute, you know. So,
oh yeah, we gonna smoke a doobie, absolutely. Cause as soon as he comes out to Sacramento for a show, he gonna be like, I'm in town. I'm gonna be like, all right, you gotta meet me at this address. This is motherfucking Perfect Union. And the weed store, I'm telling you, Jeff, it's like walking into a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, it's crazy. I've been to a couple, but I've been to Tommy Chong shit in Colorado. And that
like
shit was
nothing
wild.
is behind glass. You don't have to ask to touch anything.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Like
insane.
It's like a sneaker convention.
Yeah.
with strains of weed. I got real big into the edible game as of late, though. I just switch it up every now and then.
What's your favorite edible?
Honestly, I've been on the kick with the drinks lately.
Oh, really?
The
Okay.
weed, yeah, the weed waters and the little Dr. Peppers and that type. I don't know. It's just
I never
depends on
tried
what
one of the
mood I'm in.
drinks.
Yeah, the drinks. I got into them about a year or so ago.
Okay, they pretty good
And
then.
yeah, they're dope.
Okay.
They're dope. But yeah, to me, man, it's any hybrid edible. I'm gonna take it down. And I'm one of them. Shit, about 50 to 100 milligrams, and I'm right.
Okay.
Most people are 20, 25, whatever. But I ain't small for one, so
Right.
it just it.
Let me give
But
my
yeah,
guy a
man.
double dose, yo.
Yeah, so yeah, some of those shits are real good.
I take them
Uh,
sleep ones. They're like 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm super
yeah.
pussy when it comes to it, but I be sleeping like a
Well,
fucking brick.
edibles are different for everybody because you're
Right.
ingesting it. It's just how your body is,
Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Because I'm about 220, 6 foot, so I'm not tiny guy either. But there's something different when I eat it. I ate one that was 100 one time, and I sat here in my chair right here, bro, in the dark. All it was on was my screen, and I couldn't even look at it because I kept going like in and out of consciousness. I just had to go look out over in the darkness and the black, and I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, that feels good."
it'll put you on in a different stratosphere if you ain't careful.
Yeah, because I ended up smoking like 4 joints. I'm like, this ain't hitting, and then all of a sudden it was hitting. I was like, oh shit, it's hitting too hard.
Been there, dog. I have been there.
Yeah, I'm
I've
just
been,
glad I wasn't in public.
yeah, that's a bad feeling. I've been sitting in my own lap before trying to figure out how. Like what? And it's the edibles hit different.
What you said you like to eat mushrooms too every once in a while?
Once a month, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I did the microdose stuff for a while, and it just yeah, it's cool levels, yeah, whatever, blah blah. But my thing, I like to, I just like the whole reset.
Yeah.
I just like to reset, you
Yeah.
know.
I haven't done mushrooms in probably like 4 years now. But the last time we did mushrooms, we played dominoes for like 6 hours straight. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta find something to do when you're on them, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's if not, shit can get a little funky. I like to just go out on one of my hills and just sit down by the creek and kick back and just stare at the sky and whatever happens, happens. Making pictures out of clouds, the whole nine. It's cool.
Being in the woods on mushrooms is probably the best time I've ever had on mushrooms.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I've
it's a
seen
whole.
the
It's
trees
a
are like
whole.
bending over me. I'm like, whoa, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah, they do that shit. Parents and dude. Yeah, it was 25 years before I took another one. It was bad. Yeah,
Wow.
I wasn't in the right state of mind, bro. It was bad. I remember I was laying in the bathtub, just fucking freaking out, and it was terrible.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
209 Sawyer Hall. I still remember the dorm room I was in. It was terrible.
Don't ever
It
go
was-
into there.
It was bad.
That's amazing. The first
yeah.
time I ever did a hallucinogen, I did acid, and the chick I was with, she was like a tomboy, one of my best friends, and she's like, "All right, we got to her cousin's house." She goes,
The fuck? Like just some random shit.
"I
But yeah,
was
man.
at an Ozzy Osbourne concert one time on acid. Dude.
Uh,
I thought he was gonna kill us all." I
I'd
was
have
like,
loved to have seen him live.
it was cool and not cool at the same time because it isn't Ozzy, like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it was on
But
his
that's like
No More
that's
tour, which was still like fucking like 2005 or some shit, right?
yeah.
And he was still kind of coherent, but like when he did War Pigs, his verses sounded like this. And then masses, you know what
We
I'm
used to
saying?
we used to do that. That was what
Yeah.
was really cool when Moccasin Creek was at our peak and we had the 5-piece band and all the harmonies and shit. We had one of the craziest, wildest mashups ever because I mean I had all these dudes were just so talented behind me and we did War Pigs and we went from War Pigs into Come Together with Beatles and from Come Together we went into like John Deere Green, the country song, into House of Pain, right back into our Moccasin Creek shit. And it was just
Holy
like this
shit.
wild, yeah, it was crazy. And then we used to close our shows out with a walk. Yeah, it was all over the place and it was unique. But nah, I get it when you see somebody. It's the same thing. It's like the Skinner thing. It's like, yeah, we went out and played with Skinner and all this kind of shit, but at the time, Gary Rosington was literally the drummer, was the only original member still there. So you know, it's like, but it's the nostalgia, you know.
Right. I saw Page and Plant, you know, which was cool to see those two, but you ain't seeing no John Bonham, you know. You ain't having it. So, and then I think they had the bassist from The Cure there, you know, playing the bass. So
that's crazy. Everybody you talked about is right up there on the wall.
That's so dope, man. That's so dope. You got Legends Hall of Fame, bro.
That's it.
Now,
I don't condone that life they was living, but them motherfuckers was bad.
Nah, but the art, you know what I'm saying? That's embrace that shit, you know.
They did. Yeah.
I remember the first time my buddy was like, he's like, I got the whole Led Zeppelin fucking box set of everything they did, and I was like, sweet. After you're done with it, I need it, and I listened to that thing on headphones on my fucking CD Walkman until its entirety. It was amazing. Yeah.
It just kept scratch so much you couldn't get through it.
Right.
Because those handheld CD Walkmans, boy, they'd scratch your shit in about 3 plays. Boy, Facts. It was terrible. Facts. Remember the ones you used to plug in with a tape deck into your car and it went down to the... You hit one bump, that CD was trash.
It was one and the same, too. Yeah, I had this, like, I don't know, this bag of rice shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a little shock absorber.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what was wild is that I remember it was... the Tupac album that had I got a head but there ain't no screws in it. Which one was it? Was early on shit, but I can remember it's like when you put it in, skip the 3 real quick because because 1 and 2 is gonna stop the whole CD. Like you couldn't hear, you know. It's like you knew where your scratches were on that shit. Yeah, it's like that's a trip right there, man.
That's so funny, dog.
That is funny as shit.
Yeah, I got the code, dude. Just listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Facts. So, what was the coolest, craziest concert you may have ever been to?
Probably. It's got to be Up in Smoke on the Up in Smoke tour in Atlanta back in like 2005.
That would have been insane.
I don't remember hardly any of it, but it was dope. From what I remember.
Is that the one where Snoop come out on a bicycle and shit?
Bro, it was the production was nuts. X, Snoop, Dre, M came out. It was fucking absurd. And because we were there, I remember Lil Jon came out and did a feat. It was just it was a dope experience. But I've been to some big festival type shit. But you know, it was one of those things. Like I was so into the sports world. I mean. I didn't go to a ton of huge concerts growing up. It just wasn't my thing until I got to college. And then wasn't long after college, 8-9 years removed, I was in this lane. So it was like, oh shit, I'm playing with Bret Michaels, and like, oh shit, we're playing with Alabama, or it was so random.
18-wheeler, come on, man.
It was so
that
crazy.
Shit, fucking Hall of Fame shit right there, dog. That's crazy.
And being how diverse our show was and how our music was, we could play a rock festival, we could play a country festival, we could play a hip hop show. I mean, I played with Coolio, like weird shit, you know, like it's been, you know, I've done a bunch of shit with Afro Man, and then, you know, on the rock side of things, I can't tell you how many times we did. Well, I can. We did several shows. You just
said Bret Michaels, so we know.
Bret was cool, but we did a bunch of shows with Jackal, and then we had to quit because I was gonna whoop Jesse's ass. He was hitting on my wife too much, and then he had a whole deal where we did a lot of Harley Davidson dealerships with him, and we would open, and he got sideways one day. Was like, man, y'all can't open for us anymore. I was like, the fuck you talking about? Because it was when we got off stage, we'd go to our merch booth, like the whole first 3-4 rows of his crowd would come to our merch table, so he didn't have anybody up front for like his first 3 songs. I'm like, hey man, I'm like, man, ain't nobody know you for anything but lumberjack and that fucking chainsaw.
Wow.
He was actually he's just an asshole to work with. I mean, I don't make any beans about it. There's a bunch of dope people out there. He's an asshole, and lo and believe it or not, well, I mean, it's easy to believe. And he's been all in the news lately and this, that, and I'm black with Aaron Lewis is a fucking asshole, bro. I just smack him in his mouth to ever be on stage with him again.
There it is.
Yeah, I've played with him too many times. He's just a arrogant dick to everybody around him.
Well,
I
what's the
don't know.
point, right?
I don't get it. I don't know why. I've seen him just stop a show and be like, "If y'all aren't gonna pay attention, I'll quit." Like, motherfucker, it's a festival. Everybody's not here to see you. There's a 40-person lineup.
Thank you.
Just cause you're headline. You know, it's like
Right.
I don't know, dude. He was just always an asshole,
That's tough.
and it sucked because I was a fan of his music, man.
Yeah.
All the way back to Stained and shit, you know. But and there's so many of them. They're super cool too, you know.
Right.
Like. Ones that you wouldn't expect. They're just super dope. Brett actually like got me back on my health journey because you know he's got diabetes and was tight. I was like 440 at the time. It was huge, and
Okay.
we were playing somewhere and how met him in the hotel gym that morning and stayed in contact and started doing the whole thing. And we did several. We were direct support for him for several like bike rallies and festivals. He's little thing, little dude.
Is he?
But super, yeah, I was surprised. He's like 5'7", 5'8",
shit.
tiny. Coolio too. Coolio's tiny, bro.
Really?
Real small. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
real small. Yeah. It's surprising. Some of like the biggest shock to me was Cube. Well, you Mr. Gangster big like Cube's like 5'8", 220. Like
Wow.
he's small, bro. Like small. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because you kind of put him on a pedestal, right?
Yeah. Especially with how he rapped in the '90s. Then
You get them
see
low
some of
camera shots. You think
his
they're
movie
going-
roles. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
That was wild the first time. Yeah, I was like, damn, that just changed my. I just thought he was like 6'5" for some reason.
right.
You know,
Like that'd be crazy if like Snoop Dogg was like under 6 foot. He looks
Nah,
like he's 8 feet tall.
he's like 6'5" for real.
Yeah.
Like legit.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a big old boy. Well, tall.
I'd like to smoke some weed with him someday. That'd be pretty cool.
I wouldn't, cause I've heard the stories and I just be sleep and miss the whole thing. You can't keep up with it. It's like a track meet. Just I'll
It's
smoke one
crazy.
before bed and got back in that routine.
Yeah. I need to cut back because I'm about I don't know. I wouldn't say ounce a week. I'd say probably like 5, maybe 5.5 eighths a week.
Right, yeah, no, I was smoking. Well, that's when we were on the road too. I had shit else to do. Just smoke, did stone,
And I
fall
only
asleep.
smoke in the evenings after work. Like I
Yeah.
don't even smoke during the day.
I can't get nothing done. I mean, I've always been one of those. It's not like,
Yeah. I'd rather wait till I get home and do it. You know what I'm saying?
but I got, I know so many dudes that, I mean, I play ball with, even at the pro level. I mean,
yeah.
kickoff. I'm like, how the fuck, like,
I'm getting in the zone, baby.
and I know a ton of dudes that smoke and go to the gym. I'm like, bro, like, I had never been able to do that, you know.
Like I like to smoke and get creative. Like me
Right,
and my homie
right.
will fucking grab some Hot Wheels and we'll take the paint off of them, repaint them, add a spoiler, do some shit.
Do something.
Put some new wheels on them.
I don't mind getting in the studio if I'm not like way gone. I just get a good little stone and that's when more of my personal shit comes out. But yeah, I just never been one of those that could never been no wake and baker. I couldn't do anything, but it just I go in spurts where I'll smoke and I'll eat them and back and forth. So, but that's where I'm at with it.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And we got Time is Ticking pulled up right here.
Oh yeah, that's my shit right there, dude. There's some cold ass bars in this bitch too, but he kills the hook, dog. He kills the hook. My boy Freak Van Workum produced this.
Oh yeah, I remember going past his website and grabbing some non-for-profit beats when I first started my shit.
Freak's dope.
Freak got some beats, dog.
Freak's the one that did that AI track for me. I was like, huh?
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
And he's
Freak.
like, you can't meet him. That's crazy.
He said, you ain't gonna meet him. I was like, oh, all right. Yeah.
Because he don't exist.
Nah, that shit still blows my mind. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Wild. Shout out to motherfucking creators out there, man. We got one right here. Moccasin Creek featuring Jake XD. This is Time is Ticking. Let's go. Hi, Rose. How you doing, girl? Big hugs.
What up, Rose?
Freak, are you kidding me?
One only has 24 24 hours in a day, and then poof, it's gone. After all, time and tide wait for no man.
Time is ticking, don't wait for nobody, yeah, I'm on a mission to be great like Muhammad, I got tunnel vision. I can only see the top, yeah, the time is ticking. Tick tock, tick tock, whoa. Time is ticking, don't wait for nobody, yeah, I'm on a mission to be great like Muhammad, I got tunnel vision. I can only see the top, yeah, the time is ticking. Tick tock, whoa, whoa.
Tick tock, no more sand in that hourglass dripping. Timer on the stove and the heat's in the kitchen. My heart beats faint, but that bitch still ticking. And my crew's too high, boy, that bass stay hitting. Barry Bonds, I got the juice, no bishop. King to the pond, snatch you up like fish hooks. Eat another beat, shit so nutritious. Gon' miss us with all that chatter. Who's better? It don't matter. Like my gut, I bet my pockets stay fatter. Cracker. And if I had $1 every time I heard time flies quick, shit, boy, we'd all be rich. But
time is ticking, don't wait for nobody, yeah, I'm on a mission to be great like Muhammad, I got tunnel vision. I can only see the top, yeah, the time is ticking. Tick tock, whoa. Time is ticking, don't wait for nobody, yeah, I'm on a mission to be great like Muhammad, I got tunnel vision. I can only see the top, yeah, the time is ticking. Tick tock, whoa.
Yo, we kicking down doors with a devilish grin. And they told me you was running up with 8 of your friends. And like a book you ain't read, I'ma tell you the end. But it's me plus my 9, so that makes 10. And 45 more reasons sitting under my seat. Dog, I'm too old to fight, but I can shoot on beat. Time is ticking.
Let's go.
There's 48 and he probably missing. He seeing stars in the street, head trauma wishing. He can rewind the tape and just listen. You ain't hitting anything we pitching. We move smooth when the clock starts ticking. Tick tock, y'all tripping. Listen, they all a different breed where we come from. Messing with these suckers in the street, we call them dum-dums, right? Hun, smoke another track race car, you don't want none. I puff L's when I win, boy, I'm down to one lung.
Time is ticking, don't wait for nobody, yeah, I'm on a mission to be great like Muhammad, I got tunnel vision. I can only see the top, yeah, the time is ticking. Tick tock, whoa. Time is ticking, don't wait for nobody, yeah, I'm on a mission to be great like Muhammad, I got tunnel vision. I can only see the top, yeah, the time is ticking. Tick tock, whoa.
That shit catchy as fuck. That kid, if he decides to stick with it, that kid got a bright future, bro, in music.
I'm telling
sure
you,
he's got a bright future either way. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm telling you, if he takes it, I hate to be this dude. I ain't gonna even. Domo was talking about it earlier, and the only reason I'm gonna ask this because, like I said, I grew up. LL's that dude to me. Like that's what I grew up on. That fucking radio. I'm bad. That whole shit was wild.
Fuck Oreos, eat Cool J cookies.
Just for me, if you would fucking, I can get you the link, or you can look it up. If you would do the Moccasin Creek Rock the Bells, I'd be very grateful because it's ham. That motherfucker's hard as shit, dog.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard. So what happened was this past year, I was doing 52 remixes of classics. I was putting out one a week, and then shit. I got hit with, and I wasn't even selling them or monetizing them, and I got hit with all kind of copyright bullshit. When the UMG, it got to the point where it wasn't even worth doing them anymore. So I got like 40 of these still left in the tank, dog, and it's crazy. But the Rock the Bells joint, it's probably, to me, it's the coldest work I ever done lyric wise, and that beat was just. LL was just different.
He was different. He was.
I think that Rock the Bells is still one of the hardest hip hop beats ever. That and Shook ones, obviously, and then you can take your choice, take your pick with everything in Dre's bag from the '90s. So
right. Yeah, you can't argue with Dre's bag. His musical engineering prowess is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
he absolutely understands music.
It's on a like Mozart type level.
Yes, exactly.
That was crazy.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's a doctor.
Bruh. Yeah, He's something else for sure. For sure.
All right. Hey, man, I hope you guys are having fun tonight, man. We're getting a little extendo, interview with our boy Moccasin Creek, man. Just chilling on a Sunday evening. I know, a lot of you probably got to get to work soon, Monday and stuff, including myself. But we chilling right now. So I hope you guys are having fun.
I'm having a good time. That's the same way. I ain't heard, in fact, until Domo brought it up, I ain't heard this motherfucker since I put it out, and I was like, yeah, that bitch is tough. It's tough. It's just a little iPhone video, but the fact of it is tough. I like the shit.
Let's get into it then. We got Moccasin Creek. This is Rock the Bells. Let's go.
I did it.
What? Yeah. Ha, ha, ha. LL Cool J. My favorite. That's who I grew up on. The first hip-hop album I ever owned, actually. Yo. Sun stomping through the backwoods, smoking on the backwood, and everything I touch turns to gold, bitch, I'm that good. But I ain't that hood, and damn, a cracker rap's good. I beat your ass, dropping the hat just like your dad should. See, I ain't changing my ways, bitch, I'm staying on my grind like a pencil shade. Staring at the sun while you casting shade. The big dog was on the porch until I broke my chain. Get up in the morning, I'm all about my business. I grind like a mower, but still got my wisdom. Oh, I'm going polar cold when I'm spitting. Time bombing, I'm tick, tick, tick. Different breed, a different league. I'm running track on this track while they chasing me. And you ain't phasing me, I'm amazing G. 101, yes sir, no replacing me. I remember way back when y'all was hating me, till I turned water into shine, now you praising me. I'm a problem, arithmetic status. Why you look extra slow, bro? It's not about making that dough, though. I got bread, I've been fed, but y'all got me going locomotion. I'm whipping up a potion, I'm underneath your skin. Once again, here's some motion. I'm sitting on the beach, call me Hillbilly Ocean. Big nut swing, little nuts get roasted. Brahma, nickname game heavy. Boo if you cool, but my mama calls me Jeffrey. I don't smoke a cigarette, but you can pass the lefty. Bit 13 and you still wouldn't set me. Spades on the table, domino slamming. Cain killed Abel, feast or his famine. Picture of my ass on camera's candid. The world's in my palm, but you're still empty-handed. In that grass, what you think I cut the weeds for? Blade in my back, what the fuck you think I bleed for? Chef Dunham, come get these dummies. Hands up the ass, got them talking kinda funny. Yo, see it's gonna be a long night. Messing with a Roddy, guess they try to have a dog fight. I bless him with a shotty, lit him up like a fog light. Holes in the body, looking like a Swiss cheese slice. I don't do karate, but I kick it like a lead fight. I do this for a hobby, sugar. Yeah, sweet, right? Oh, bring back real hip-hop, man. 1985, LL Cool J Radio. I'm hard as hell. Cut creator. Boy, hey. Classic, timeless, hip-hop gold. If y'all like it, you're too young, but you can't be too old. Cause, shit. That's what we grew up on, baby. LL Cool J is hard as hell. Make America rap again.
Yeah, boy, that's what I'm talking about. I like that shit. That shit went hard as hell, bro.
I love all that remix shit, man.
This motherfucker said David Copperfield with fucking rabbit hands. That shit was crazy.
Reaching to your hat, pull out your bag. It's garbage, man. Some bullshit. I can't even remember none of them. I don't remember any. I use an iPad on stage to remember my lyrics.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, them old school joints were fun, man. I did Cell Therapy, which was one of my favorites. Want to Be a Baller, obviously. Like, that's old school shit. But, yeah, there's a gang of them. We got a playlist on the YouTube page. But, yeah, I'd like to do a fuck ton of them, but UMG and all them stepped in and just made everything hard for it. It's like, man, we're having fun with this. It's like I'm paying homage to the greats. Like, we're not making money off this shit. We're just like, hey, this is what we grew up on. Like, let's go.
If you did, you changed it. You put new lyrics on it.
Yeah, I mean, but it's still just
I feel you though. I mean, it's hard to work around the YouTube, what they will and will not allow. And, I am grateful that YouTube even allows me on YouTube to speak the weird shit that I be spitting.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's wild. But yeah, dog, nah, man. I got a lot of projects coming out, and like I said, dude, we're hitting the road hard in the spring, and
Yeah.
I got two more vintage rap albums coming out, and I got a whole project with Mike Sons. This rap, we're starting to get it mixed and mastered, and then me and Bottleneck gonna do another double wide project. Got a couple cool joints. Like I said, the Walk This Way joint's gonna be dope. Got a track with Merc coming out, which I'm stoked about. And then all my Trailer Made brethren and Adam and a couple other people. I got a bunch of shit coming that I'm really excited about. So
Make sure you guys are tapping in. The link is in the description below. You can get to like link tree. You can get to all the socials, all the streaming platforms. Click
hell yeah.
on it. It costs $0 to subscribe, follow. You know what I'm saying, or even play the track. I know you like her. You hear, you listening to them. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
that's our time. But listen, man, I don't get offended when somebody doesn't care for it, because if you don't, it wasn't for you. Like
Right.
it
But at
doesn't
least you
bother
tried
me.
it.
Right. It might be 30 people that like it. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
You did something good because somebody liked it. It don't matter if it's 1 or 1 million. It's just you can't take shit personal in this lane. That's you know
Yeah.
that's one thing that tickles me is watching artists get mad at a reactor. Like, motherfucker, he just didn't dig your shit. Like, it is what it is, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
there's people in your camp, your homeboys, people you work with daily that don't dig everything you put out. They just ain't
Right.
gonna tell you because that's your boy.
Right.
Like, we're blessed in the fact that we're like, hey, man, hey, peep this on. Nah, that ain't it. Like, when you got people in your corner to tell you that shit, it's different. But you
Yeah.
just can't. You got to grow. You got to grow some thick skin, man. Alligator back, boy. That's.
Hey,
I grew up. I grew up playing ball, getting motherfucked and cussed out by coaches and shit back when it was still,
grown
you do
men.
that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, like nothing bothers me when somebody tells me something. I'm like, listen, man, at 18 years old, I used to have Rex Ryan and John Harbaugh and all these NFL coaches telling me I'm a piece of shit all day long, and all it is, that's the way they show that they love you and want to make you better. And
Yep.
so you get somebody on a reaction channel say, man, this shit's ass. Oh, I'm supposed to get upset? Like, no, bro. Like,
Oh
shit
man, I'm
don't
sorry I
bother
didn't
me,
please you.
dude.
It's okay. Thank you for the view.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
appreciate the comment.
Yeah.
Thank you for the interaction. The
Absolutely.
interaction. Yeah, that's House G's. I appreciate that, man. The vintage album, yeah, part two's in the works, man. It's we actually played the first single off that shit earlier. I'm stoked about it too. Yeah, I got my Ric Flair track. I got this one's filled with a whole lot of wrestling bars too. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, off the top like a wrestler. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, if you want in the future, I also do album reviews. You're more than welcome to come back and sit
Yeah.
through.
Anytime, brother. That's what I'm saying, man. I get out here and I keep myself busy throughout. I got a when my dog wakes me up in the morning, I take her out to piss. I try not to come back inside till the sun goes down, and then I work. Then
There it is.
I'll do shit. So, any evening, every evening, other than Monday nights, I'm available for everything, anytime. I try to jump in all the lives when I see him and whatnot, but. Monday night starting September 4th, you ain't gonna catch me doing shit but Monday night football. So I'll be I'll be uh gone. But nah, man, anytime, bro. You hit me up, whatever. I'll give me your info when we get off. Hit me with your info on IG. I'll send you a bunch of shit prior before it gets released. I do that a lot of. I've sent Domo and Chill Rock and man, a bunch of people. I send a lot of shit out early because I like to get
appreciate that.
feedback. I like to get feedback too because I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if you're familiar with Archie, the Kool-Aid man.
I
He
don't believe
reacts to
so.
that shit. Arch is a good kid too. He's out of Dallas, and I respect him because I've sent him a few tracks before, and he's like, "This ain't your best shit." I appreciate it. And I put it out. It's like
Yeah.
now there's times where you also know, like, all right, the person listening to this is not their type of music. So, but on this side, people are going to dig it, so you will put it out. But I respect every opinion. Period.
Absolutely. And I know that.
Negative or otherwise.
Right. And I like to give comments and feedback too, but it's usually look, I'm listening to a lot of unmixed music. You know what I'm saying? So
That's
it's like
that's a tough
like
thing
what am I
too.
gonna say? Like, oh, you need a mix every fucking song? No, I ain't gonna
Yeah.
do that. I'm
Now
just gonna
there's
say, look, I'm looking at your writing and what's your breath control like. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And if you're writing about substantive shit, continue. You know
Hey,
what I'm
that's another
saying?
thing too about all these rappers that punch in when they record and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm against it personally. I don't care what you do. For me personally, I don't do it because if I can't perform it live, I ain't putting it on an album.
That's how Tech said he'd be writing his songs to perform it live.
Right. If you can't breath control it, you can't get your
Yeah.
breath control enough to perform that shit.
And that's
I,
something you'll learn over time, I
yeah,
imagine.
yeah. And it's just, and it's easy as omitting one word every now and then. Like
Right.
just no, it's just you'll find your little pattern on how to do that. But yeah, I've always been an advocate of that. If I can't do it live, I'm not going to put it on an album or a single. I'm not going to put it out. But uh easy mix, that'd be dope. Yeah, so yeah, I know everybody's got their own like thought process to how to do oh, but back to that's what it was, back to the mixing thing. Like, so like all my homies, like the people that I work with a lot, man, you can send me a voice memo and I can tell like, oh yeah, this is gonna be fire. But then there's people that are young or newer in the game, don't know stuff, don't try to get there. I'm trying to help her be a part of something, and I'll hear it, and I don't know them enough or their music enough to know what it's going to be like after they get in there and polish things and whatnot. So I'm straight up like, listen, man, get it mixed, get it sounding crisp, and then send it back,
Yeah.
and then I can get a better feel of things. But like, I mean, Hard Target can literally have a instrumental playing in the background on his truck and send me a voice memo with just an idea, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's fire, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, because you know what it's going to be like at the end.
Right.
So
You already know the chef is cooking that 5-star shit, baby. Speaking of 5 stars, shout out to 5 Star Tobacco and Gifts down in Ridgecrest, California, baby. Hope you guys are doing well, getting all the waters and snacks that you may be needing, even jerseys, pre-rolls, all that stuff right there. Easy, convenient.
my cousin just hit me up. He's a athletic director at a high school in Florida, and he's like, "Hey man, we need a we need a football walkout theme song." I'm like,
Nice.
I was like, bro, I did this at your last high school. I got a niece that plays softball at Jacksonville University, and me and Dirty, my boy, not your boy Dirty, but my boy Dirty. We the girls in softball now in college, they get to choose their own walk up song. Like when they walk up to the plate, they play a little 30 seconds or whatever they choose. And she asked me to do a song for her, and we did the song, and it ended up becoming like the anthem for the university. And I'm like,
Fire.
I just gave the shit away. I'm like, there's no way to license and follow how many times it wasn't
True
about
that.
it. It's just cool, It's like it's
Yeah.
pretty neat. But so yeah, it looks like I got some more projects to work on tomorrow.
Right.
Mondays during the day. Like I cut and get everything done outside throughout the week, especially on the weekends, so I can spend Mondays chill. And then I treat the rest of the week like a work week, like to keep
You gotta
myself in a
have at least
routine.
a little bit of time for yourself. That's very important.
Well, that's you live on 40 acres in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, with just you and your dog. You got plenty of time to yourself. I promise that.
Yeah, don't even worry. I ain't even short on that shit at all.
You got to find shit to do. That's where I'm at in life, and I spend most of my days cooking. It's like that's my passion is cooking.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
Well,
that's the
that's
whole. That's
that's
the whole goal is when I get done, I open up the food truck and just have something to do that I enjoy. And we've actually toyed with the idea of all these mud bogs next year. Of actually, since we're going to be running the park and the whole event, and my ex puts on like she does all the festival style shit. Like, hey, get your shit together and just you can be the only food vendor out there too. And I was like, that's kind of dope. You cook for your people and have it's like. It's something different,
yeah.
No
Here's your order. Catch me on stage in 20
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Like who goes to a concert to see somebody and he's gonna cook you some fucking crawfish etouffee or some gumbo? Like what?
Right.
Like let's go.
All
That's
right,
what
so
I'm
I got a
thinking.
very important question to ask you then, because I have a show that I want to start, but I gotta wait until I get like a little area that I can put like a kitchen in, and it's called "What You Cooking," and it's gonna be a show where I have an artist come on. We have your favorite recipe, we cook it, and then we sit down and talk about what you're working on in the studio while we're eating,
Hell yeah, that's dope.
and
That's
then we
dope.
share the recipe with the people.
I've actually my mom's middle sister, my aunt, she's been published twice. She's been in Barnes and Noble for a couple years with she did a whole bunch of research throughout the South doing back in the day. We grew up in the South and basically kind of in the Bible Belt, but the big thing was when we were kids after Sunday church or whatever, there was always a big cookout potluck dinner type thing. So Aunt Nancy had gone around to all the churches that we had grown up in, this, that, and just compiled hundreds and hundreds of old school Southern granny type recipes, right?
It's amazing.
And she got the book out, and it was so cool because about 2 years ago when she got her second one, she said, every recipe in here, old folk, this, that, and other. She said, but I got to get your collard greens recipe. So I'm actually technically published because I got a recipe for collards sitting in Barnes and Noble right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm obviously I grew up the soul food, and Creole and Cajun because we'd run up to New Orleans on the weekend. It was like a 4.5, 5 hour drive from where I was at. And St. Augustine, Florida is real Creole Cajun as well. Menorcan style is what they call it. And so I'm real versed in all your neck bones and rice and your ham hocks and your collards and all the Southern style smothered shit. But then I also really big with the jambalaya, the gumbo, the etouffees, and red beans and rice and that whole nine. As far as like New Orleans used to be my favorite city to go to, just for one, the music scene was always so dope. Just to go down and watch a 9-piece horn band with nothing but 9 pieces, nothing but horns, and every dude was in their 70s, just killing it. Like cool shit like that. And then the eats where the culinary was so. But man, post Katrina, New Orleans has just never gotten back, and it's it sucks. So I've been a few times since then, but so I really enjoy the whole the Creole and Cajun, and obviously the soul food aspect of things.
I had a neighbor whose wife was Creole, and she used to make this jambalaya all the time, and he'd bring me over a bowl. Oh my
that's right.
God,
that's right.
dude.
That's what I had this weekend, man. Yeah.
It make you want to save it, but you can't save it.
That's the one thing that sucks about it. See, I've got 2 or 3 friends in this town that I've met, and it's funny we met because when I bought this place. It's an old ass house, needed all kind of work and whatnot, and I can do everything but electric and plumbing. And so I had to call an electrician and a plumber right out the gate, and they were brothers. We hit it off, and those are my buddies in town. So the only bad thing about Creole cooking is like you can't make anything for one person.
No,
like everything,
no.
So it's like
it's for a whole family.
Yeah, so at least twice a week I'm delivering gumbo and etouffee to people like here. Like I can't. It all freezes well too, but I'm like, hey, let's get it fresh. But yeah, jambalaya and etouffee this weekend actually.
Oh man, that sounds amazing. How's the catfish?
That's what I love too. Get a good thin fried catfish and smother it with some shrimp etouffee, bro. It just hits different, and I love it a lot. But that's the thing too. It's like you go to restaurants and you hear about jambalaya. Man, if jambalaya if it doesn't have ground pork and chicken and sausage, it ain't jambalaya.
Right. It's got to have it all in there.
All of it, and
it's got to be too hot for my ass because I am.
That's what I'm saying.
Pussy.
That's my problem too. Is knowing my eating audience because I like the heat.
Right.
And my mom and dad, they love all the cake, but they can't do the heat. So it's like, damn, I got to take this habanero out, or I got to get this poblano. I'll switch it out with a poblano, a little sweet pepper. It's like so. But that's what the food truck will be focused on is just soul food and Cajun, a little bit of seafood. It's called Bosses, BOSS, barbecue, ocean, soul food and sides.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
the jambalaya.
Yeah. Oh shit, that jambalaya, boy. That's
My dude
that's
Fino
what it's
making an
for.
appearance. How you doing, brother? Good to see you, man. I hope everybody's having a great evening, man. We got
Yeah,
Moccasin Creek in the building, man.
love me some jambalaya. I love all that Cajun shit.
Hell yeah. So, what would be the recipe you would bring to the show?
Oh, definitely my etouffee. It's silly. Either that or yeah, etouffee and probably like Menorcan. It's called Menorcan. Instead of the white, it's a red based clam chowder.
Okay.
It's just fire. And then and the collard greens. And man, the collard greens are a meal in themselves because I
Yeah.
use so much smoked ham hock that there's so much meat in the greens. It's like one of the things, man. So yeah, it would be etouffee, collard greens, and probably a little taste of some clam chowder. And then if we're gonna do the whole meal, I'll go ahead and whip up some like cheddar bay biscuits from scratch, and do that little mop up duty at the end. You can't trust a skinny chef. That's what I tell people.
Facts.
Like if the chef's skinny, this shit's garbage.
Fact, you got me. You got me wanting to get this idea off the ground right now.
It's pretty. Yeah, that's a
About to
dope
go
idea,
bring me in the
man.
spot.
Yeah, that's a dope idea. That's actually what I'm gonna do here. Is in my barn, I'm gonna turn half of it into a commercial kitchen, and that way I can do a lot of it here. The prep work, all the because I mean, any Cajun dish is the Holy Trinity. You got to cut so many damn onions and peppers and celery up, and just all that prep shit,
Yeah.
so that once it's on the truck and it's in the refrigerators and whatnot, I don't have to do a whole lot. But nah, the key is you don't put no Old Bay and jambalaya, Spectre. No jambalaya, no Old Bay and jambalaya. Old Bay now a little bit maybe in the etouffee and some gumbo, but that jambalaya is all peppers, onions, a little bit of Creole season. That's big difference than Old Bay. Now Old Bay I use the shit out of. I do, but not jambalaya. Jambalaya is special. You got to know how to work that shit. You got to know how to make that rice fluff. That's the thing.
The
You gotta
rice
get-
is key.
Yeah, the it
Cause I
is easy.
fuck the rice up, dog.
I was gonna say it's easy to tear the rice up, and it's just as easy to use some boil in the bag or instant rice and add it at the end. But
Yeah.
I like to measure my stocks, get everything right, put that rice in, and let that shit cook for about 30, fluff it up with the fork, and let's go. You know what I'm saying?
And I fuck up just about any rice. I don't give a fuck what color it is. What
I'm
it's
the same
sticking
way,
to.
man. I'm the
Like,
same
I like
way.
all of that shit.
I'm big on I don't know what's y'all's grocery chain out there, the big one.
Well, we got Safeway,
Safeway,
Albertsons.
yeah. Well, yeah. So they make that they're just and they're one serving, dude. It's perfect. It's a little cup. Uncle Ben's makes them 60 seconds in the microwave. And they got jasmine balls, the fucking white chicken and like just 19 different flavors of yellow rice, whatever. And you just pop it in the microwave for a minute and just add it to any meal. Like,
Yeah.
rice is gangster, dog.
I love it. I love
Yeah,
it.
that jasmine rice is something serious with the red beans, man. Hey, yeah. So now you
Sometimes I
got
just go to fucking Popeyes and grab a thing of red beans.
red beans
rice.
and rice. Yeah, it's fire. And they're so easy to make. It's a lengthy process. Like,
Yeah. Plus one
so-
person.
Yeah, right. Like, that's what people try to rush things. Cooking's an art, man. You gotta. It's all about the prep. You soak them beans overnight. Cook. Same thing with collard greens. Like, there's a 4-hour prep to it before you cook. They're cooked in 30 minutes, but if you don't soak them collards in the sink in salt water for about 2 hours to get all that dirt and grit off, drain them, rinse them, and then soak them in sugar water to give it a little sweetness, break down those, make it tender, then add it to that ham hock. That broth, oh dude, that's just it's process. There's this process to it,
You
So,
made me want to fuck some vegetables up. Where you
Yeah, I
cook
know.
them? Come on.
that's right. That's right. It's so funny. Fiend just
fact,
said
though,
it. As soon as we get done, I'm going in. I'm about to throw some shrimp into some grits. I'm about to have some shrimp and grits right
I'm
now.
about to have some motherfucking chili dogs.
Hell yeah.
Motherfucker,
Hell
shout
yeah.
out chili dog. I be eating them with a fork and knife though. I don't be like putting that
you
shit in
can't-
my mouth like glizzy style, you know.
I don't give a fuck. I'll eat the shit out of hot dogs,
I mean,
chili,
if it's on a bun.
sauerkraut, the whole nine.
I don't
See, I
fuck with
grew up-
sauerkraut.
But so both of my grandfathers farmed growing up. One had potatoes and cabbage, and my mom's dad, my grandfather on her side, he just had a big giant like very diverse garden. He was like in Better Homes and Garden type shit, like
Nice.
just one of those type dudes. But I ate so much cabbage and potatoes growing up. I took about 8 years off. I couldn't eat it. I couldn't eat coleslaw. I couldn't and that, I mean now one of my favorite meals is smoked cabbage with sausage. You smoke that shit. It's fire. But yeah, it took me a while to get used to the kraut as well. That was an acquired taste, and now I learned to eat it by eating Reubens. To be honest with you, that was what was crazy. Yeah, it's weird how certain foods will hit your palate different when it's mixed with something else. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, when it's paired with something else,
So
absolutely.
I really enjoyed the Reuben in college, and I was like, oh shit, all right, oh that's sauerkraut, okay. And now I'm like, I'll put that bitch on a dog in a heartbeat.
Let me put a little extra on it.
Yeah, it took me a long time, but nah, yeah, I'll talk food all day. Obviously, I'm into that shit.
Hell yeah. And shout out to, you dropping all those LBs, man. That's fucking great. I dropped a few myself lately.
Well, excuse me. The thing that really pissed me off is I knew what was going on. I mean, I was a quarterback, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I was a big quarterback. I played at like 250, 255, which was kind of big anyway. But when I went on the road 4 or 5 nights a week, you eat, you get off stage, you're starving, ain't shit up, Waffle House, Huddle House, whatever. You're eating shit, you're drinking, blah, blah, blah. I was putting on so much weight. And I remember going from like a 2X to like a 5X. And I was like, didn't want to weigh.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and I knew it personally, but my problem was I would ask, hey, man, I'm putting on weight. Like, how's this look? And everybody around me it wasn't that they were yes men. It's just I had a temper and I was, in that part of life. So I would always hear, oh, you're a big dude, you carry it well. I just needed somebody, and this is how it happened. I was doing a show in South Carolina. Dude named Alan Roberts, Every Damn Day Fitness. Check him out. He came to a show and he's like, hey man, I'm a big fan. I was like, I appreciate it. He said, I'd like to see you do a lot more music, but if you don't change, you're gonna die and ain't gonna hear no more. I needed to hear it. I mean, he was that blunt. And I was like, let's go. And then I knew, and I just started. And I put some back on over the last few months because I've been sorry out on the road. And that is, it's tough to eat good on the road. That's what people don't understand. Being sedentary sucks. Move around, but man, I don't give a fuck what they say, dude. 90% of it's diet. It's what you put in you. It is, and it's different for everybody. I mean, sodium could be the weight gainer for you. Sugar could be the weight gainer for me. It could be whatever. And mine's 1,000% wheat and sodium. So yeah, but I'm not a big sugar fan anyway. I drink nothing but water or whiskey. So I'm good there.
I've been having to dial back on the soda because that's all day,
luckily,
every day, but not anymore.
Yeah, luckily, I mean, growing up, I had, in high school and shit, the Mountain Dew kick and all that bullshit and whatnot. But then it was like when I went to school, when I went to play ball, it was like, man, you don't have nothing. You don't have a choice. You drink water or whatever we give you as far as electrolytes in your water. Like,
Right.
It's like, so it just became to a point to where you could flavor water up a little bit, and it just became this thing where for shit, almost 30 years now, that's all I've drank, and that's always been huge for me because I mean I'll go binge on some bullshit food for a few days and I feel it, and I just got to stop. But I've never had an issue with sugar and sodas, thank God. But
I did. I had a Carl's Jr. hamburger the other day, and I was like, oh,
they're fire. They're fire. They're Hardee's where we are, but
right, Hardee's, right.
Same shit.
Thanks.
Same shit. Hey, this is one thing people don't remember. I tell them all the time too. People talk about KFC, Popeyes, all this, but hey, at one point, Hardee's and Carl's Jr. had the best fried chicken on earth.
Oh, is
people
that right?
Hell yeah! People don't remember in the '80s. That's what they started on. Fried chicken was their shit, and it was killer. And then they tried this whole rebranding thing where they went to the big thick burgers for a while. You remember that shit?
Right.
And now it's like,
and they had
bro,
the fucking. They also like joined this thing called the green burrito with it for a while.
I remember all that shit. Yeah,
They
no,
had a massive burrito though. It was like fucking 5 pounds, dog.
it was like a skateboard.
For real, dog.
I remember that shit.
Yeah,
Nah,
that shit
yeah.
feed a family of 4.
Hardee's and Carl's Jr. used to have fire ass fried chicken back in the day, and then they just I don't know why they kept changing up shit, but they did. Now it's almost like, bro, y'all just need to stick to breakfast. That's all y'all got going
Their
right
breakfast
now.
is pretty fire.
It is,
Dude,
right?
I paid almost. It was like $7.95 for a fucking Famous Star, dude. Like a
Dog.
single beef patty.
Yo, what blows my mind is on the road it's so hard to eat right, and it's like, all right, let's go to Subway. I know it's still bread and this, that, and other, but you keep your calories down, bro. Them $5 footlong days, shit.
I seen
Bro,
that dude throw that fucking Subway sandwich in that cop and he got arrested. I was like, you just threw $15-$20 at a motherfucking cop. That's crazy.
Blows my mind.
Why would you do that?
A roasted chicken wrap and a bottle of water is like $17. I'm like,
ridiculous.
I can make 30 of them joints at the house for $17.
For
dude.
real, dog.
It's crazy.
Eat for 2 months like that, dog.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
It makes zero sense.
Everything's wild, man. I try. I'm like you with the Sam's Club and shit. We got Sam's and Costco here, and I'll drive 45 minutes, and I'll buy a fuck ton of chicken in bulk and just freeze it and then cook. You know, it's like it's tough to live in these streets now. It's tough to eat. It's tough to eat.
Like
And
you used
fast
to be,
food.
you'd be broke, right? And then you go up to McDonald's and pick up like $5 burgers. You know what I'm saying? Spend like $6 and just go home and have a feast.
Dog, I remember.
Some for the morning.
I remember Wednesdays, the 25-cent cheeseburger days at McDonald's. They limit that shit to like 10 per person because people take them home and freeze them up.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you ain't getting that no more, bro. Like
That shit sucks too.
I remember the 20-piece was like $3.99. Yeah.
You ain't even. I ain't even touching no nuggets at no motherfucking spot. Them motherfuckers
man,
eat
it's
way
just-
too much.
That and it's made out of Play-Doh. It's terrible. But that's the thing, man. It's the only thing that fast food shit has going for it at all. It's a convenience thing for people that are on the run.
Yeah.
So they've got it cornered so much they can literally just keep upping prices. People are gonna pay it
I mean,
because
they're feeding you cardboard, so it ain't that expensive.
well, that and as a society, we're always in a rush now. We're too late. We don't prep and make meals for our family. This, that, and other. So like. It's just become such the norm, you know. Hey, what do y'all want for dinner? I'm gonna run to Rallies. Well, that fucking family of 4 is gonna run you $55 at a fast food joint.
Yep.
Instead of just going, hey, run in a Safeway, you can get $50 worth of meat and probably feed that family of 4 for four or 5 days.
Easy.
But it's just we just changed our priorities. That's all it is, you know. And I think we're conditioned that way because that's all we see, you know. For instance, like I said, I'm 25 minutes from town, but 3 days a week I drive into town just to go to Dunkin' and get an iced coffee and get my dog a pup cup for fucking $6 when I could buy an entire thing of coffee and make it at my house. I could buy, $7 worth of Dunkin' coffee at Walmart and have coffee for 3 weeks or 3 months, you know. But it's that convenience thing, and we're just like conditioned to do that now. And
that's not to say that we shouldn't, go treat ourselves every now and again. We should,
for sure.
But when it becomes an obsession, that's when the problem occurs.
I think not even as much an obsession as
program,
a routine and a habit.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how many people you worked in sales, right? So I worked in sales forever too, and you got to the point, especially in the sales world, where oh shit, Calico Jack's, it's Taco Tuesday, so you're eating tacos every Tuesday. Every Wednesday you knew, oh, they got their special. So you got into a routine, and you would literally eat the same shit every week. It might be from a different spot, but it just becomes routine, man. And once something becomes a habit, like anything else, they're hard to break.
Yeah, we are creatures of habit. That's for damn sure.
1,000.
If that was the case, I'd have my hand off my dick for years now.
Right. That's the truth, man. I tell you, they're about to. they're about to price me out of chewing tobacco. I can tell you that. That's
I started rolling my own cigarettes.
I hope it starts going up a little more. Just so I'll finally stop, dude. We were in so I chew wintergreen grizzly, and I can still get it for like 3.85 a can in Kentucky, and that shit was like $18 in New York back in December, and it's like $14 in parts of Florida, and I'm like, it's just
that's wild shit.
And hey, keep pricing it out there. Maybe some of us will stop.
I stopped buying cigarettes.
Yeah, just starting to roll it.
Yeah, I buy this pipe tobacco stuff. I know you can't see it through Zoom, but you'll see it on the feed.
Yeah, I see it up there.
And then I just got this setup where I got a little electric
the little rolling machine. Yeah, they're perfect, dude. I rolled my weed in those for years too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we're just creatures of habit, Somebody says that Moccasin Creek from TikTok. Man, I got a TikTok page. I don't ever use it. That's a young man's game. So I'm hiring somebody to start doing that now. Well, my stepson, he's gonna run my TikTok because, like I said, I really think that cocaine flow video is gonna go bonkers on TikTok more than anything. And I don't know how to work that shit. With the hashtags that are supposed to be used that day or what. It's just too much for me, man. This is about the extent of my technology right here.
It's gotten you this far. You know what I'm saying?
It has.
I'd say it's been a blessing.
Hell, no, yeah, I'm completely grateful and it's been humbling the last couple of years too, man. It's been cool to finally just be able to stand back and like accept it as a blessing. You know what I mean? Like, so I am grateful in that aspect.
It's hard, when you're, because I have a lot of problems being accepting kindness too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Accepting compliments
feels weird, like. But I've gotten to the point where I'm walking in the store and they're, hey, that's a nice shirt. I'm like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that. And it does take some time to be able to get over the hump and be able to accept a compliment.
I got a real good friend of mine that we had talked about that a lot over the last year or so. And, like I never took compliments well, this, that, and other. It's just as easy saying thank you.
Yeah,
that's it. Just accept it, because when you make a joke like this, like, man, I like your music, my answer is generally, man, you got poor taste in music. You got to find instead of just saying thank you, because that means more to them.
Yeah.
And you should accept that too. So that's been something that's been very difficult for me since I was a young kid. Compliments have always been tough, and I think everybody takes them differently. But I'm learning to get better.
But not if you're Jekyll. He'll be like, you're damn right.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with you, Jekyll. I don't need that chainsaw on me, my guy. I was just making a joke.
Exactly. Shit, but no, I am gonna wind it down here because I got to take the dog out.
Yes, sir.
That's about it. And jump in here, and I'm gonna work on a little music too. I shut down everything at midnight, so I got an hour and a half to fuck around in here for a minute. But I gotta let her out. She's at the door, driving me nuts.
I tell you, my friend, it was a pleasure meeting and chatting with you,
man.
dude. I appreciate your time, man. You really deserve all the good things that come your way, my dude.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, we're gonna go on our little routine. We jump in the side by side and ride around all the fields at night. Make sure ain't nobody out there poaching and being on my land. And fucking, we come back, she potties, and we come on in. So it's kind of routine.
She loves to work. You know what I'm saying? She wants to work too.
No, she likes to ride. Lazy ass.
You got anybody you want to shout out before we wrap it up?
Nah, everybody, man. Everybody that came through, man. Appreciate it. Shout out all my Traeger Made people and everybody that's rocking with us, and all the channels that support the independent artists, man. It's super dope. We appreciate the shit out of it. So, yeah. Other than that, that's it, man.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, man. You guys make sure you're tapping in the link below, the link tree there. You'll be able to find all the socials, all the streaming platforms. Keep up with all the new stuff that's coming out. You heard a little taste of it tonight with that cocaine flow, and that's just a little taste. You gotta wait until the visuals come out, and then your ass will be on overload. You'll be
Hell
stuck
yeah.
in a fucking happy coma for like 2 months just with a smile on your face.
That's what we aiming for. That's what
Yes,
we aiming
sir.
for.
Yes, sir. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to show Jeff the freestyle next time, man. And if you ever like to freestyle, we do a freestyle show on Wednesday, so you're more than welcome to come by and hang out with us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I'll jump in. I'll jump in there at some point. I gotta get my confidence up. I'll do that.
Well, if it gives you any confidence, I'm in there freestyling, so
Hell yeah.
it's just for fun. It's not a competition, we're just hanging out, just
Gotta have fun.
yeah,
That's what it boils down to in
yeah,
life.
absolutely. Especially on Wednesday, you gotta break up the monotony of the week, right?
That's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact. Hell yeah.
hell yeah. Big shout
Right.
out to you, and we'll be watching, bro. Hit me up
Appreciate you, dog.
anytime,
For
and
sure. Sure.
the door's always open here, man.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, man. I love, man. Respect. Thank you. And I'll get up with you, dog. I'll be around. Just hit me up anytime. Shit, I'm down.
Absolutely, absolutely. Much
Sure.
love to y'all and SJR
Yeah.
crew. We got a big week coming up. We got High Frequency Lounge on Tuesday. We got Drop the Gems on Wednesday. We got This Week in Hip Hop on Friday, and more interviews and album reviews coming next weekend. So I hope everybody has a blessed week. If I don't see you, I'm gonna hit you with the outro on the way out. I love every single one of you. Tell somebody you love them. I'll see you guys on the next one. All right.
Peace.
Peace.
Why you driving in my lane? You acting funny like it's some kind of game. I see you been riding around with no beats. Hip hop radar underground will get your game on flick. Meet some dope artists are taking the show. Kick back, relax, and let your brain blow. We got album reviews and artist interviews. This is on point and we're taking the cues. Stories from a troubled past or stories from greatness that will last. We got all you need and that's no cap. We got the wicked speed and even boom bap. Boom bap. Hip hop radar underground, the place to be when it goes down. SJR crew, hip hop radar underground. SJR crew, the place to be when it goes down. Now time for round two, we got the beats in place and they're just for you. Rocking all night with the SJR crew, kick back with the smoke on Julia Brew. No hate here, it's all love. Like that one dude with the glove. Whether you rap, rock, sing, or freestyle, this channel will make it worth your while. Hip hop radar underground, the place to be when it goes down. SJR crew, hip hop radar underground, the place to be when it goes down. SJ